PWP Nation,
where wrestling discussion lives.
Well, hello there. Dukes, Keith, and Griff here from the Anything But Credible podcast, a.k.a. the ABC Pod. Fellas?
Holla.
Oh, hello. We're here to let you know that you could be possibly missing out on the best podcast ever created, aside from the Offended podcast, of course, and you don't want to be missing that. Now, what makes us the best? Griff? Yeah, great. Keith? Exactly. Look, I'll keep it really simple for you. Crazy people, crazy news, crazy theories, crazy uncredible. That's right. We made that word up. Griff, Keith, say something crazy for me.
Russia wants you to believe in Finland. Real.
Nice. Look, you can find us just about anywhere that you get your podcast, especially Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to hit us up on Facebook at ABC Pod. That's ABC POD. Twitter at _ABC Pod. And Instagram at ABC Podcast. Check in with us for a new episode every Monday and join the conspiracy to commit stupid. We will see you then, and shout out to the Offended Podcast.
Adios.
Later, guys. Like you more than a friend.
Oh, baby! Welcome to Offended, presented by PWP Nation! The St. Louis Blues are your Stanley Cup champions for the first time in franchise history. Play Gloria! It's your boy, Tricky, and returning to the cockpit for the first time in 7 long months! Stoutsy.
Miracles.
Miracles.
Miracles have happened the last week and a half. Oh my god.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome
you.
Back. Now we just gotta get Corey back.
Now we just gotta get Corey back. Oh my god.
It's in your head. Calling Gloria. Gloria! Fucking right, baby.
Oh my god.
The St. Louis Blues are your 2019 Stanley Cup champions. First time in franchise history. I cried like a fucking baby when those minutes at zero last night. There's a video of it on Facebook. On my Facebook, you see my mom took it. You see it pan around, and I just like dropped down like into a ball.
Yeah, I like slid off the recliner I was in, and I just was
Did
like,
you do a Portnoy?
yeah, I was just, I cried and then shock. I couldn't even like jump around. People were like going crazy. I ended up, of course, popped into Bombers. Why not? Place still sucks. But and people were just like going nuts, and I couldn't like move. My body was twitching, but I just was so odd.
It's downtown was great. It died out quicker than I thought it was going to.
Yeah,
but I think it's because like the bars closed and people downtown are like, "What do we do?"
Right.
And so I think Saturday is just gonna be a fucking
oh my
shit
god. It's gonna be the best parade ever.
It is.
Easily.
Fuck that Macy's Day parade.
Yep.
Float, whatever.
Yep.
Thanksgiving. Fuck you. Fuck you and your turkeys.
Yep.
Oh,
we got a Stanley Cup parade.
Do I bring Mr. Deflated over there? Look at him. He's even like stressed out. He's like, it's like, ah.
He's like all of us. He's like, oh, it's finally over.
Well, if you saw my Snapchat of Greg and Tunkel fucking just humping the thing last night and punching it. Did you see it?
Oh, no, yeah, I did.
Yeah, they started humping it and punching it. I'm like, what are you guys doing? He goes, I don't, we're champions.
I don't know what to do with it. Just start fucking it. Oh, my God, man.
Oh, man.
It's just incredible.
It is. It's fucking crazy. So, we'll save Stanley Cup talk for last because I feel like that's just going to be the biggest part of our show.
Yeah.
Here.
Definitely.
Today on Offended. Oh, you're back. Feels weird. I pressed Skype to get ready when we got down here. Don't need to do that anymore.
Skype's not working. No, I'm here. Hopefully for the long run.
Hey, does anybody want a free Stanley Cup hat?
Yeah.
Because I bought one for Jim, but he just comes in wearing it. And I bought him the fucking goddamn Stanley Cup t-shirt. Comes in wearing it. I should have known better.
What a co-host.
I should have known better.
And he got me a birthday present.
Fuck you. I'm done. I'm done.
So I'm done, dude. No more.
You know what? Get the fuck out.
Get out. You know what? Go get sick again.
Happy you're feeling better.
Yeah, man.
Man, it's great. It's like 2 things I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. A text saying I'm on my way again, and number 2, the Blazers Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah. Wow.
I have
something written down in my topics for today. Amazon shirt story. Is that from you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, somebody sent me a shirt.
Yeah. Before we get into songs of the week, I want to hear this story.
So it was Monday, Tuesday. Got some shit in the mail from Amazon and had my name on it. And I was like, I don't think I ordered anything recently. And so I open it, and it's this shirt that says, "Tell your dog I said hi." And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, what a great shirt. This is awesome. But I was like, I didn't buy this. One of my Amazon account, my previous orders from like a month ago, and I was like, yeah, no, I got that shit. And I was like, what the and I was like, where did I even see this saying that? And I was like, oh yeah, the other day when I was driving, somebody had a bumper sticker that said, if you see, or tell your dog I said hi. And then I was like, but I took a Snapchat of it, so I was like,
so it's somebody that's on your Snapchat,
right? But in my head, I was like, at first I was like, maybe I clicked on like an ad or some shit that had it,
and they have to know your address too,
right? So I was like, and not many people know my fucking address.
Weird.
And I was like, who the fuck is this? I was like, oh, my sister, obviously. I called her, she's like, no, I didn't order you shit. And I was like, who the fuck did this?
Did you think it was me the other day?
No. I thought maybe Katie.
Yeah, no.
Thought maybe her, because you guys stopped by the other week. But I was like, no. Because that'd just be some weird investigating.
Yeah, so basically, if you're listening to this, who the fuck are you?
Oh, I found out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I found
Never
out.
mind. No mystery. Who is it?
So it was
oh wow, what a twist.
Daniel DeVasto's girlfriend, Carly, and her friend and Cecilia, who I had an idea. I was like, because if anybody knows my address, it'd be Daniel, because he's been by my house and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, somehow, I was like, it's got to be them. So I messaged. I was like, oh, look at this crazy shirt. Who gave me this? And they were like, LOL, I don't know. And I was like, all right, who was it? So yeah. But I was so confused. I was like, oh, fuck it, I guess.
I just remember writing that down, the topics. I'm like, okay, we're going to get to the bottom of it. We'll figure it out in the podcast. But no, you already did. So
figured it out. It was,
scratch that.
Yeah, sorry to ruin that.
Oh,
but
that was a fun game.
At least I found out.
Neat.
But I was pretty pissed off. I was like, who the fuck? And I was like, also, did I just like get really stoned and buy this? For some stupid reason?
Speaking of getting stoned, I think might have to do a little celebratory.
Oh yeah, I'm a little
snort ski.
I'm biz nasty in the sky right now. Hi. Whew. High off victory.
Let's go find some fucking cocaine.
High off the moon.
Let's just go fucking party our lives out.
Look,
what did you say? Did we talk about this on the podcast, or did we talk about this before the podcast? Where we were like, hey, who's that down there? Did they just hug and we explode?
It was yesterday. Or
Was it?
On our other hockey talk. On our
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were like...
Did we say that on the air?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think we talked about it before. No, we said it on the air. For sure we said it on the air.
Fucking hilarious.
It just blow up. But yeah, that was my Amazon story. Cool shirt.
Oh, man. Fuck. I'm still just like... I have the game on over here on the TV. And I almost like freaked out. I'm like, what a save by Binnington. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I've seen this already.
Oh, no, I was watching it earlier. They've had it on like all morning, and we... scored.
Dude,
and I like fist pumped.
You know what game still stresses me out every time like I see highlights of it is the fucking double overtime game. Still stresses me the fuck out. Especially the Ben wraparound.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No shit.
I can't stop talking about hockey. I always said that we would get to it at the end. This is going to be one of those episodes where we just keep going back to it. And fuck you, JCD. Fuck you. You have nothing on us anymore. I love it. Becky Lynch is better than you. The Rock is better than you. And now we have a Stanley Cup champion. You can't say shit.
Cody Rhodes is better than you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, brother.
He was a good sport, though. He did send us some nice messages.
Yeah, he did.
Wished us luck. Said we deserve it. Oh, a little
fuzz coming from.
A little fuzz?
You hear that?
I do. Is it me?
Oh, it's me.
Jeez Louise, bud.
How about... Is that...
Get it together.
That happened one time. I think this thing's falling apart, honestly.
That's alright.
Gotta get a new one.
That's what we gotta do.
Retire this.
Maybe we'll get some blues ones.
Ooh, they are called blue.
That'd be sick. So. They are called blue, wow.
It's really weirdness about the Stanley Cup yesterday, too. We get to Ballpark Village, or there was a parking lot like right outside, and it has the numbers like on the ground. You pay the spot, pull in, totally on accident, number 10. My grandma gets a bunch of scratch-offs. First number she scratches off, 10. My brother sits down with my old Brett Hall jersey. I'm like, I know that's not Brett Hall's signature on the jersey, though. Like, whose signature is that I'm looking at? And I'm like, who the fuck? I was like, I looked at the number 10. I was like, oh, Campbell, 10. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with 10 right now? Like, my grandma was like, maybe Braden Shen's gonna get a hat trick. I'm like, maybe. It's weird. Then the game starts, and they're like, if the Blues win tonight, it'll be their 10th road win of the postseason. I'm like, there it is.
There it is.
It's fucking weird, man.
Knew something was up.
It's fucking weird.
Knew something was up.
It was kind of weird when I heard that. I was like, we're winning the game.
Yeah.
I was like, for me, anyways, I was like, we got it. There's no way we're losing anymore. They could fucking shot up David Ortiz. I don't care.
You were in a vortex of serendipity.
Mm-hmm. And how could this day get any better? The fucking douchebag Chris Rodney or whatever, the fucking tool blocked us. We got to him. Did you see what somebody wrote on our Facebook thing? That's the best comment ever. They had a couple comments now. I love it that people are starting to catch on to their shit.
Right, no shit.
I feel like we kind of are the reasoning for it. I love it.
Good. Fuck him.
Somebody take it as a compliment. He can't pick up what you're throwing down. Thank you, Candace. Great comment. But Gary Garland fucking saying the new champion of the 4 o'clock fight, Offended podcast. Goddamn right, let's go!
Oh, man.
Let's fucking go. I love it. Love it.
High on victories this year.
Let's get into songs of the week. Songs of the week.
Number 1, Gloria. Number 2,
Gloria.
Number 3, Gloria.
I actually thought about doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Do you want to start? You want me to start?
I'll kick it off.
Right.
My
My number 1.
Okay.
Welcome back, motherfucker. Got you good, fucker. Do you miss it? Do you miss being back over here?
Are you gonna go?
Are you happy that you're back?
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, my number 1.
Cool guy.
Is a song by Ja Rule, "Living It Up."
Nice.
Yeah.
Say what I do.
To everybody that we're living it up, we say, welcome to the Fire Fest. I almost call it Fighter Fest because I'm like, no, that's the AEW.
Nice little Ja Rule song.
That's not fraud. That's just false advertisement. Ja, that's fraud.
That's fraud. Oh man, well Ja Rule. Sorry, man, I got this cough from this fucking infusion that I got.
So now it's coming back now.
What?
Your sickness is coming back.
No, this is
so good.
This is a different one. All right. My first song this week is by a little band called King Princess. A little song called 1950. Little hipster song.
Windows down.
Well, windows down. Yeah, it's a chick singer.
Roadhead.
Maybe a handy, like handhead.
What, you just like
road hand. Yeah,
little road hand.
Little road hand action. Little chick song. It's got a kind of sounds like the. No, I'm not gonna say Florence and the Machine, but maybe a little Mr. Wife's kind of action. Okay, it's a good song. Good song.
Check it out.
Good.
All my songs are like happy songs.
Nice.
For like the Stanley Cup.
Nice.
All over the place. My second song, "Dance the Night Away" by Van Halen.
Nice.
It's such a good song, man.
Yeah, it is.
Dance the night away. It's just such a good song.
Which is what we did last night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Come on.
I just can't stop thinking about hockey.
I can't either.
I gotta just keep saying songs. My number 2 is a little song by the Bleachers called "Good Morning."
It's a great song.
Because I woke up and it was a good morning.
Great.
Phenomenal. I just heard it for the first time the other day.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Have you never listened to like any of their stuff?
I've listened to like the couple of songs that we've talked about on here, but I haven't like dug.
Have you heard "Everybody Lost Somebody"?
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite songs.
Song is fucking
it's phenomenal.
incredible.
I like that little like the little trumpet part kind of thing. Yeah. Well, good morning action. So it's a good morning to turn on the song 1950 and get a little road hand.
I don't have this on my playlist. I'm just gonna throw out. Fuck it, I'm gonna have 6 songs just because I just thought about it.
Fuck it.
Kanye West, "Champion."
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
gotta
pick.
have it. It's a great song too.
Good pick.
But my real third song, I'm gonna go with "We Are the Champions" by Queen.
Love it.
Did you have it?
No, I didn't. But I walked into Bombers last night, and I ran into somebody, and I was like, of course, like, the first song that fucking comes on when I'm there is that fucking Old Town Road song.
How do you not like that song?
I love it now. You want to know why I love it?
My horse to the old town road.
You know why I love it?
I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
You know why I love it?
You know
You know why I love it?
Why?
Because that stupid fuck sang that song up in Boston before Game 1 and put the Lil Nas X curse on him and fucked him.
Did you see?
Fuck you in that song.
Did you see my Snapchat last night at Ballpark Village? We started playing Sweet Caroline.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
nice.
I was like, fucking right. Just dig it in, twist it. It's like when fucking the Patriots won and they played New York.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you little bastards.
Fuckers.
Or was that the Red Sox?
Oh, the Red Sox. They played New York.
Yeah, you little bastards.
But yeah, that's the first song that I heard.
Even though we loved it when they did that, though.
I know. I walked in. That was the first song I looked around. It was just every fucking stupid white person.
Song is a fucking banger. And that, as we were last night, we were at Start Bar for a little bit on the outside area, just on the grass with everybody, and we're walking past the Midwestern, that new bar that's open down there by Wheelhouse.
Oh yeah.
And my friend Sarah, she was like, we're walking past it and Mo Bamba's on. And we're like, she's like, should we go in there? And I'm like, that's probably a good idea,
I think
actually.
I gotta go in there when Mo Bamba's on. Fuck yeah. So then anyway, I was like talking to somebody. I was like, has anybody played We Are the Champions yet in the bar? And he was like, because he'd been there the whole night, and he was like, no. Phenomenal idea. So he fucking plays it, and everybody was just like, fuck yeah, why did we think of this? And I was like, I knew I was healed for a reason to come to this bar. To do this and then walk out like Emilio Estevez in D3 when he walks down Eden Hall. Looks back. That was me, so that's my last time at Bombers. I did that for y'all. But I was like, how'd nobody play that song? And then you just picked it. It's crazy.
Yeah, we played it last night at Ballpark Village. That was like the second song they played. Gloria was played, obviously, throughout the night.
Yeah, definitely. So my third song this week was a little song called Shine by Bishop Gunn. Have you ever heard it?
Sounds familiar.
So it's the intro song for Theo Vaughn's podcast. I've been really big into Theo Vaughn the last week or so.
I haven't listened to it.
Have you heard of him?
You know, it's a good podcast. It's Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Is it?
Fucking hilarious.
Oh, nice. I love
the Bill
Conan.
Hader one is hysterical.
Love Conan. But anyway, the song is the theme song for his or opening song for his podcast. It's a nice little it's a Windows down song, but just like where you're just cruising by yourself, like today. It's like the perfect weather.
You know, you're moving your hand in the wind.
Yeah, it's kind of
doing the wave
It's
thing.
got a little like westernish kind of twang to not like country, but it's good. I think you'll like it. Like today, you're just driving, or tomorrow, nice day, and you turn it on, you're gonna be like, damn, but smiling, just thinking about the cup.
Oh man,
Shine, Bishop Gunn. Spells gun with two N's, like Billy Gunn.
Mr. Ass.
What was that? My third song?
Yeah. So my fourth song, which I'm gonna give a little spoiler out for everybody. This is gonna be the song on my final highlight video for the Stanley Cup. Or do you want to wait?
You fucker.
What? What?
I know what song it is.
What? Wait, did you look at my phone?
No, just because I know I have the song too.
What is it?
You say it.
I don't think you know what it is.
All right, we'll see.
It's not Gloria.
I know.
What do you think it is?
No, but what do you think it is?
No, I want to see if you can guess it. What is it then?
Well, I think we've talked about it.
Have I?
Unless you changed your mind. But we talked about it. It's not Dream On, is it?
Nope.
Oh, we talked about doing Dream On, though.
I thought about it, but because the Blues did it for like their opening package for the whole postseason, I was like, you know what, I want to do something different.
Right. Okay, I didn't know they did that, or else I would. But we did talk about that, didn't we?
Oh, you never seen that?
The opening... No.
Oh my god, dude.
No, I seen it.
Okay, I was going to say.
But then I didn't, think, oh... It didn't, click, oh, he probably won't use it for...
I was going to say, that video package is awesome.
Yeah. I think I said it wrong earlier. I think I said I haven't seen it. Mm-hmm. I meant to say I had seen it, but I didn't think about it. Whatever. But I know we talked about doing that song. I feel like that'd be sick. So. Okay.
I thought about it, but I was like, man, I want to do my own thing. Because people just be like, oh, you got this from the fucking thing. Yeah. Fuck you, Marks.
Yeah, Marks. Alright, well then what song is it?
My fourth song, and the final video song is going to be Where the Streets Have No Name by U2. But at the beginning of the video, here's a little spoiler for everybody, because I'm going to try and put out the video this weekend. the beginning, like the very beginning part where it's just like the stream of like basically like ambient music at the beginning of the song before like the guitar kicks in. That's just gonna be like old history of the blues.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then just gonna go in, and right before we hit that Stanley Cup, just gonna flip it over to Gloria.
Nice. Love it.
I know, I got goosebumps.
Love it. Good idea.
Fuck it, my 5th song's Gloria.
Damn it. Well, that was going to be my 5th song. So then my number 4 is, I mean, I probably have said it before on here, but it's Dream On, Aerosmith.
Dream on! I almost put that down, but I was like, Jim's going to have it.
God, I mean, it's just... That song's meant for miracle moments.
Right.
Like the movie Miracle. And then what happened last night? I can't fucking...
I can't do it.
I can't do this right now. Oh my god. That's my 4th song. My 5th song's
our
Gloria.
number one. It's Gloria. It's Gloria by Laura Branigan for like the 8th time this year. It's on our songs of the week.
This one means the most though.
It does. It really does. You know what? I was actually so worried about the Blues not winning. Not because of like, you know, we're so close to a cup. Either way, win or loss, I will be proud of this team.
Right.
I was worried because I wanted to play Gloria for the rest of the summer.
Yep. Yep.
Because if they lose, that song just disappears.
Yeah, you hate it.
Yeah.
It just reminds you of how good things were, but also how it just ended so poorly.
This song now is going to be, I think it could continue to be the Blues like theme song.
Yeah, it'll be something for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like it might carry over for one more year.
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Can you imagine if we become a dynasty?
Oh my god.
It's potential, dude.
I
With
know.
all the young players we have too.
I know. It's all there. It's all there.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That was our Songs of the Week. Make sure to go check out our Songs of the Week playlist exclusively on Spotify at Offended Presents Songs of the Week. All right, before we move on, got a little new sponsor here.
Yay.
Hot Box Hockey. Go to their website at puffpuckpass.com. They have a little sauce toss tournament coming up, which we are going to be fucking playing in.
Yep.
So I can't wait for that. Hopefully, you know, we win. We'll probably suck, but
You'll suck.
I will suck. I'm going to practice. I got my own sauce toss kit, so.
All right, we'll do some lessons. We should do a training montage.
It'd be fucking great. But on August 4th, Hot Box Hockey will be hosting Original Sauce Toss Kit Tournament where the city meets the sand, Wave Taco in St. Louis, Missouri. All participants must be 21 years or older and will receive a tournament t-shirt provided by Hot Box Hockey. Come out, drink with us, and enjoy some live music from crate to crate sound system while you dish some sauce and compete for awesome prizes. For more information, please go to puffpuckpass.com. And you know what? Since they're our new sponsor, I'll tell you a little bit about Hot Box Hockey. They were founded in Orange County, California, but based in St. Louis, Missouri. Hot Box Hockey is a lifestyle hockey brand infusing hockey and cannabis culture. We are the plug for hockey apparel, delivering threads to pylons, beauties, and rockets alike. I love that. Fucking love it.
Love it.
We draw inspiration from degenerates, booze hounds, burnouts, skids, home dressers, and other various benders while mixing some... Such a great... Dude, it's so fucking great! With coastal vibes. Dude, that's fucking... I love them. This is my
Genius.
favorite thing. And remember to stretch before and after you play. As the old adage goes, puff, puck, pass, hot box hockey. All right.
Love it.
Dude, that's my favorite. They're my favorites. No offense, ABC and Cal Forche and Chasing Molly. That's my favorite sponsor of all time.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Game set match.
We need some weed now.
Yeah.
So, fucking... Oh my god. We just got sent this picture of Patty Maroon right now. Look at
I
that.
wonder where the fuck he is.
They're at Obie Clark's right now.
Oh my god.
Pat Maroon with his fucking stomach
Did you see
hanging
the
out.
video of Edmondson with the crop top?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, I fucking love it. Oh man. Dude, that is absolutely incredible. I might just have to post that to the fucking Offended page. That's fucking great. But anyway. So the other night with some friends, ate some edibles. fucking just such a good time. I'm not going to say who it was. You know who it was, but I'm not going to say who. This is the greatest thing ever, because now as I'm sober thinking about this, I'm like, how did this name come up? So this person was high, and they're like, how did the fucking term sweat become a name? How did one think of the word sweat? Were they just like, you're wet, and you're like, what's on your body right now? We weren't next to water or anything. He's like, I don't know, it's sweat.
It's wet.
It's wet.
It's wet.
Sweat. Sweat. It's sweat. That's what we'll call it. It's
legit question.
Dude, it's blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Who comes up with, like, honestly, then I started, like, really
thinking about words.
Yeah. And then I was like, the finger thing, because I brought that up to you. I was like, who was so mad that just gave somebody the finger, like, for the first time? And I know Dane Cook's talked about that.
Yeah.
But when you're fucking just blazed out of your mind from some edibles, your mind is blown.
Yeah.
Like, the Bowman texted me, because I sent Bowman the Snapchat. Bowman just put, ha, 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 that's the greatest thing I've ever seen, and it actually makes so much fucking sense. Now I'm racking my brain.
Yeah.
Corey said the exact same thing. Like, that's the most feedback I've ever gotten from a Snapchat. Everyone's just like, my mind is blown.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Because they're like, that makes so much sense. They had to just been like, I don't know, it's wet.
It's wet.
Sweat.
I was dying because I was also laying there and laying in bed, and I just smoked, and then you sent me that, and I was just like, I know what she's thinking right now. I was just like,
you're the one that said that,
and I was just dying. I was like, this is the funniest thing. Funniest thing I've ever seen.
You, Bowman, and Corey all basically had like the same reaction and like the same thought process.
It's like, yeah, this is wild. Now I'm gonna start thinking about words.
Right.
Words are wild, man.
Dude, like, who comes up, like, who was literally just sitting there one day and just like, okay, we're gonna make some drawings. Yeah. And you know what? Actually, these are now letters. Like, I'm not even high right now, and I'm looking at, like, these letters. I'm looking at, like, Chicago over here, New York, or just all these cities and names. How the fuck do you just come up with these words? Like...
Yeah. I mean, and what the letters sound like. Like, imagine, what if the G was supposed to, like, is where the C was? That would fuck with you so bad right now.
Chicago.
Because it'd be like, oh yeah, no, the G has the C's. It'd be fucking...
Well, if you're from Chicago, you kind of pronounce it like that. Chicago.
Chicago.
You bastard. You wicked pisser.
Yeah, but words, dude.
Anyway, I just thought that was funny. And I have another Keatonism.
Okay.
From Florida. We're playing this game, Secret Hitler, and somebody said a joke, and Keaton was just like, didn't get it. And he just goes, I have autism. I don't understand jokes. Oh, fuck. It's great.
Oh, my God.
It's fucking great. He's starting to use it as a joke now.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're going to be such a fucking smart ass.
Yeah.
He already is, but it's just like, you're going to be a dickhead.
Good.
I know. Love it. Fucking love it. Anyway. So, with that, I mean, I'm trying to hold off hockey as long as possible.
I know.
But, did you see the fucking preview for the new Avengers video game coming out?
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Dude, I think it looks sweet, but the fucking Thor model just looked, I was just like, what is that?
Yeah.
Why is his voice so weird? I mean, I understand that's probably how his voice was supposed to be, and they just had Chris Hemsworth do Australian voice. Isn't he Australian?
Something like that.
Whatever. Hugh Jackman.
I thought it looked cool, but at the same time, I was like, man, I really wish they could have somehow got a way to, like, have...
Like the actors do
voice them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that kind of bugged me.
Because we're so used to it.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're so used to hearing those voices that...
Well, it was weird because Tony Stark's voice and Thor's voice, I don't think matched. Like...
Oh, really?
I don't think... Like, I looked at him, I was like, they don't, like, really match well. I thought Captain America sounded like Captain America.
I kind of thought the opposite a little bit. No, I thought Captain America just didn't look like Captain America. But,
Really?
Yeah.
He was, like, the only one I thought, like, actually looked like Captain America.
It was too, I feel like he just had too blonde of hair.
Yeah.
But, I thought Tony Stark kind of sounded like him a little bit.
The Thor one just bugged me.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah, and, like, the character model just didn't look good.
Yeah,
like,
no, it didn't. The hair, the most important part.
It's like a square, like, on his face. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm amped about it. Hopefully it's cool.
Hopefully.
Looks like it should be.
Then you have... I guess this is just going to be our E3 talk because all those video game trailers came out. FIFA's bringing back FIFA Street in FIFA 20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that
was
was fucking sweet. Cannot wait to play that. Fucking Cyberpunk 2077 though looks fucking amazing.
Never heard of it.
You haven't seen the preview for that? I'm gonna pause this real quick just so we can get your reaction.
What is it?
Yes, Cyberpunk. All right, so what did you think? So you just saw the trailer.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves pops up at the end. He's like, yeah. So at E3, they did they showed the game, and after that Keanu Reeves part happened, he walks out on stage, and the crowd just goes fucking bananas.
Shit.
Yeah, and he's like, "Wow, didn't think I was gonna get this kind of reaction. This is cool." Hey everybody,
hey, what's up? Keanu Reeves?
Fucking chill ass Keanu Reeves, and he's like, a couple, it was like a year ago they approached me do you want to be in a video game, be the lead? And I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. Winners always want the ball.
Right. Fucking Shane Falco.
God, no, dude, those graphics are crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Those are crazy good.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for that fucking game. Apparently that game's been in development for 15 years.
I was gonna say, I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's a sequel. There's a Cyberpunk on the old Sega Genesis.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And apparently this is kind of like a redo and a sequel to that.
Nice.
With obviously updated
Looks
graphics.
fucking sick.
Yeah. Dude, I'm
amped.
Wait.
I don't get too amped about video games anymore, so.
And on top of that, the new Star Wars game looks fucking amazing. It looks like Uncharted.
Really?
The gameplay does, yeah.
Damn.
And it's a story, and you're a Jedi, and it's apparently it's the events in between episode 3 and 4. Yeah, dude, I
always sucked at Star Wars games.
This one looks sweet. Katie, request $25 for YouTube TV.
Well, that's sick.
Yeah, E3 has been fucking killer this shit. I'm waiting. Which I guess the NHL always does this, where they show NHL the new game. I guess at the NHL awards, isn't that what they do?
Yeah. Well, they'll vote the cover, or.
Oh yeah, they should show who's on the cover. Fucking just put O'Reilly on the fucking cover.
No shit.
Who do you think it will be? Actually, there you go. Who do you think it will be?
I could see it being Cooch, just for the fucking season he put up.
Has McDavid been on the cover yet?
Mm-hmm.
He has?
Yeah. He was on 17 or something. No, he was on 18.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, because Tarasenko was 17.
Yeah.
And then McDavid. And then...
Yeah, you're right.
And then...
Subban. Subban has one of the coolest covers.
This is sick. I could see it going to Kucherov, just because he did put on a fucking phenomenal year. And... I don't know.
I don't know, the way EA Sports has been picking their cover athletes lately, it's been star players.
Right.
I could see it being Kucherov, but at the same time I could see it Crosby's never been on it.
It's true, he hasn't.
I could see Crosby just going on it just so they can say Crosby's finally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every video game from EA Sports in the last year has been an all-star.
They should have done it after he won back-to-back cups.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
That's when they should have done
it. Has Malkin been on the cover?
No.
Ovi was a while ago.
Ovi was 07.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 07. I don't know. It's a good question. Do they even do the fan vote anymore?
No. No, they stopped that after the Tarasenko year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know why. I think they were pissed because I think John Scott got a lot of votes.
Probably.
Just put Spittin' Chicklets on the cover.
That'd be sick.
It'd be fucking hilarious. Whitney and Bissonnette on the cover.
Put this whole Blues team on the cover.
Just put Bertuzzo. Just call it the edition.
The NHL
The NHL edition.
Man.
All right. Well, let's see. Any more topics planned? We just fucking blew through everything.
I kind of want to ask your opinion.
What?
What do you think about the women's USA team celebrating after so many goals?
I personally... I don't like the celebration, but because of the tiebreaker goes down the goal differential, go for it. Score as many goals as you want. Don't celebrate it, though. And on top of it, I think the fucking coach is an idiot. How are you telling me you're going to leave in your star players after it being 8-0? How do you leave in your star players? It's the first game of the World Cup.
Right.
If that was any other team but Thailand, the girls are going to fucking take a run at, like, Alex Morgan or something. Like, they're going to try and hurt them. Like,
well, that was kind of my reasoning about, like, why you don't keep celebrating, because somebody's just going to come out and take your fucking legs out.
Right.
Which is, like, what I learned playing hockey. Like, we'd be up by... I remember one time, I vividly remember this moment, because I had a coach growing up. Like, we'd be whooping on a team, we'd score. If we celebrated, he'd sit you. Because he was like... He's like, if that was a guy rubbing in your face after fucking 8-9-0, you'd go up, you'd want to cheap shot him.
Yeah.
He's like, so you protect yourself.
Definitely.
But I'd also get the side of, like, well, it's their first, like, blah, blah, blah goal. And I'm like, I do get that. But, like, you're scoring against, like, a shit team. Like, I'd want my goal to come, like, from a big moment. And I guess you could be like, well, you know, take what you can get one, you got one. But, like, I don't know. Not when it's fucking, like, 11-0 and you score your first one. You're like, oh, this is the greatest day of my life. It's like, no. But I got to prove that I can score against a fucking good team. You see in the NHL, we've seen guys score, like, their first goal when it was, like, they're down, like, 5-0, and they make it 5-1 with, like, a minute left, and they don't really celebrate.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, cool, got my first NHL goal, but we lost the game. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I thought it was stupid, and then somebody, of course, is like, oh, if this was a men's team, would you be saying the same thing? It's like, yeah, I say it all the fucking time in hockey.
It's
and
just a respect. It's
yeah.
just, like, easy.
Right. Run up the score. I don't give a fuck. Make it 29-0, but, like, all right, score. Maybe give, like, a little high five running back to the line, and that's it.
Just go easy. Like, shit.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I do like the amount of goals they scored, because I've seen it before where it's like it comes down to, like, a tiebreaker.
Oh, definitely.
You need the tiebreaker goes to goal differential.
Right.
And USA, nobody's going to catch them now.
No.
Like, normally you finish with, like, 13 goals.
Right.
Like, in the round robin.
Yeah.
Like, they're already exceeded
Unless
that.
another team, like, puts up 13 on
Right.
Thailand or something.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know. The coach, that coach totally pissed me off, though. Because I was like, what are you doing? Take them out.
Right.
Like, take them out.
I mean, unless the players were like, you don't take me out, I want to keep, like, just to maybe, I don't know, keep legs going, I don't know, but.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I would have too. At least to start subbing.
Right.
How many subs do you get?
You get 3.
Okay, yeah. So.
Still, take your star players out.
Time.
Take Rapinoe out. Take fucking Alex Morgan out. You don't need to fucking take a chance on them getting hurt at the very beginning of the fucking World Cup.
Right.
But with that being said, moving on to the NBA now for a minute.
Oh.
You know me, and I know you. We're not basketball fans by any means.
No.
I am not a basketball fan. Game 5, though, was fucking awesome. And I hate basketball. But if every game was like that, I'd watch every fucking game. Because they just kept trading leads. And, like, in the fourth quarter, the last, like, 7 minutes, it was like, Toronto has a lead. Golden State has a lead. Then Golden State had the lead for, like, 4 minutes. Yeah. Toronto makes this unbelievable comeback. Takes the lead again. Then they trade off leads again for, like, the last 2 minutes of the game. Yeah. And it comes down to, like, the last, like, 30 seconds. And normally, like, the last minute of a basketball game can take forever. They didn't. Because they just kept going.
Forth, yeah.
It was one of the most entertaining basketball games I've ever seen. Probably dating back to, like, when Michael Jordan was playing, in my opinion. Yeah. Like, it was just fun to watch. If every game is like that, where it's intense, players are actually, like, fucking playing basketball,
right,
and not they're playing defense, and, like, there's not a lot of traveling going on,
yeah,
I'd watch it all the time. It reminded me of a 90s basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched the past 5 years. I've only turned on basketball when it was a chance to win the final, and I turn it on when there's about 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Because I can handle that.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is pretty fucking intense.
Right.
But I still can't watch a whole basketball game.
No, this past Monday night was the first one I watched, like, all the way through.
Yeah.
Just because I needed, like, a little fill before the Stanley Cup, and I tried to watch Raw, and I was just like, I can't get into it.
Yeah.
I tried to watch SmackDown. I turned it off, like, halfway through. I'm like, I just can't get into it, like, at all right now. The main roster stuff just sucks. NXT, I'm watching the whole episode. Like, NXT's been fucking fire.
But yeah, but the NBA, yeah, I don't know. I also just hate it because I hate Drake.
basketball stuff. Hey, oh my God, speaking of Drake. So, I didn't tell anybody this. I didn't want anybody to freak the fuck out like I did. They had a shirt at the Blues store that said, started from the bottom, now we're here. I'm like, get that fucking shirt out of here. Now. Get it out. Get it out.
I would have set the store on fire.
I'm like, I can't tell anybody. If I don't tell anybody, it won't spread.
It won't spread, yeah. I'd be driving the last few days and, like, Drake would come on my Spotify, like, shuffle through, and I was like, nope.
Right.
Nope.
So, my grandma's like, that's kind of a cool shirt. I go, don't look at it. Don't touch that shirt. Don't even bring it up to anybody. But if we win, I'm buying that shirt because I like that shirt. Like,
Grandma, you watch your mouth. Don't say anything about that shirt.
Don't spread it. Don't fucking spread it.
You give her the Men in Black, like, memory thing. Like, you didn't see it.
Which, that comes out today. The new
Oh,
Men
yeah,
in
it
Black,
does.
which it doesn't look half bad, but I'm sure
No,
it'll probably
the
suck.
more trailer I've watched, the more I'm kind of like, I can get into this.
Thor, man.
I think if I take my mind off the fact that it's not going to be
Oh,
the other
hey,
Men
it's
in
my
Black.
friend Korg.
Hey,
Or
Thor.
Thor.
Hey,
Hey, Thor. You in the Men in Black?
Hey.
Did you meet Will Smith?
Hey, new Will Smith.
Where's Tommy Lee Jones?
Oh, God.
Exactly what Ben used to say. See you later, new Ben.
See you later, new Ben.
Well, anyway, before we move on, Chasing Molly movie out. You can go buy it on Amazon or iTunes right now. Chasing Molly is about a paranormal con artist, Molly, who cleans people of their valuables instead of their demon. Or wait, let me redo that. Can't read right now. I'm too excited about the fucking Stanley Cup. A paranormal con artist who cleans people of their valuables instead of their demons and accidentally rips off a drug kingpin. Now she has to save her kidnapped partner and herself while battling through the underbelly of Los Angeles. This movie stars Shelley Pak, Jim Cashman, Felicia Day, or Felicity Day. I can't speak right now, man. I'm just so amped up. And WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, directed by Josh Sutherland. Chasing Molly. Go rent it, go watch it now. Available on Amazon and iTunes, which I guess it's not called iTunes anymore, is it?
I don't know what it is now.
The Apple Store?
Apple Store,
I
probably.
have no idea, but it's available there. Just go watch it. It's on Amazon Prime also for $3.99 right now. So
Nice.
go check it out. We need to watch it and review it still.
For sure.
Do it for Kurt. All right. Since we're like only 30 minutes in.
Jesus Christ.
No. Here, we haven't done this in a while.
A little over under.
Yeah.
I've never seen the game. I've played it with you guys.
Oh my God, you haven't, have you?
I haven't seen
This
the
is the
game.
over under.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm thinking back like, wow, we were playing this game months ago. And I was just...
And we
withering
actually
away.
haven't played a game on here in a while.
We
Either.
have not.
So we'll just go back and forth. I guess first the three.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do? First three?
Yeah.
Right. You want me to go first? Okay. Do you want me to read you a question first?
I'll read you one.
Right.
Alright. Wait, how's this gonna work?
Just don't read the back.
So I read you the question.
Yeah. And then...
Oh, okay. You'll give an answer, and then I won't say...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And you'll say over under and then flip the back.
Okay. What is the weight of the average human male's brain in pounds?
£12. Over or under? Stoutsy.
I'm gonna go under. Oh, 3 pounds.
Damn.
12 pounds. That's a lot.
I thought I read somewhere, maybe it's a myth. I don't know. I thought I read that it was really heavy. It's like a championship belt in your head.
12 pounds. That's a huge head.
Well, have you seen fucking Jimmy Neutron?
As I have seen the Neutron. Wild guess.
Coming from you. Oh, Grand Canyon, isn't that from Missouri to Nevada? Fucking. Well, I guess it's not that grand then.
1,000 miles circumference.
Dude, I was watching Due Date, and there's a part where Zach Galifianakis is like, "Are you sure this is the Grand Canyon? I thought this was man-made." And he's like, "Nope, definitely not. Definitely not." Just formed over time. It's like, are you sure it wasn't man-made? I just watched a video about it the other day. It's a great movie.
Is it handmade? What a ridiculous question. All right.
How tall was Wilt Chamberlain in his rookie year in the NBA?
Seven 5.
I almost flipped the card. 7'5". I'm gonna go under.
Okay.
7'1".
Oh man.
Woo! Woo! We tied. We tied on round 1.
Fuck. Damn it. 7'1". I thought he was huge.
Yeah, apparently, I think he kept growing. I think he kept growing. I think he was like 7'5", like at the end of his career. Yeah, I think he had that disease that like Andre had, where he just kept growing.
Oh, stupid question. Stupid question. Still a stupid question. Alright, this is wild. What is the average lifespan of a human eyelash in days?
In days?
Yeah. Now I'm thinking, like, do I just lose eyelashes throughout the day and they just grow back quickly?
Dude, you have to think about how many eyelashes you pull out of your eye.
I don't know. I don't like notice if I pull one out.
I'm gonna go 5 days.
Almost flipped the card too. 5 days. Under?
Is it like 100 days or something?
It's 150 days.
5? Under?
5? No, dude, definitely went. Definitely closer to 0 days.
Yeah, I got the point. It's all that matters.
Oh, man.
Fucking great.
Fuck. What a stupid question. 150 days. Who studies that?
Right, dude. How do people come up with half this shit?
What do they do? Like put like a piece of like highlighter on their one eyelash and be like, all right, every day I'm gonna check and see if it's there.
Well, it's like people coming up. Who comes up with words? I don't know. Fucking Mediterranean. Fuck you.
Good thing Corey's not here.
Dude, blue leave.
Blue leave, bro.
Change the name. She's got the blues. Change the name. We'll never win a cup if we keep our name.
Change the name. I've been saying it, dude. Been saying it. Shut up. You're fat now. You got dad bod.
You're fat now.
Saw him last night. I go, oh, you're getting fat. It's nice to call people fat now that I'm not like as fat. I'm just like awkwardly and out of shape, but
oh, that's fucking great.
You fat fucks.
You're getting fat.
You fat dad. Fat dad.
Dude,
man.
I think my favorite still is Kevin and Steve's reaction to you when they first saw you.
Oh, yeah. What a tick. What's up, you bag of bones? Hey, Steve.
Ew, you look gross.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. You look gross. Thanks, Kev. You bag of bones. Fuck you, Steve. You're just a skinny, fat, pale, pasty son of a bitch.
Oh, shit. He called me at like 5 in the morning last night. And like I just rolled over and looked at my phone like, not now, Steve. I forgot to text him this morning. I was like, what do you want?
It's 5 a.m., Steve. Oh, man. All right. So you're up 2-1?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. How many songs did Elvis Presley record with the word blue in the title? A little less conversation, a little more action.
7.
Over.
Okay.
Holy shit. 19.
Wow. Woo, what a dick.
What a dick. Let's go one more round. Fuck it.
Yeah. Wow.
Right now I got the lead at 3-1.
Best of 7 series.
Yeah, this might be it right here. Oh yeah, you're asking me a question.
How many slices of pizza are eaten by the average American in a year? Well, fuck.
300.
Ooh.
At least if I am. I'm a fucking goddamn Ninja Turtle.
I'm going to go under.
Yeah, I was thinking my answer is totally off now.
46.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
not accurate.
Not average for me.
Yeah, no. Mine's definitely in the hundreds. Like,
yeah, easily.
Yeah. Might be more than that. Dude,
I could
pizza,
take
like,
down a whole,
every
like,
day.
especially if it's like an Emo's pizza.
Dude, just frozen pizza
pizzas.
just in general.
Yeah.
Like,
no shit. Yeah.
Fuck this fucking game.
3-2. Come back, baby.
In what year did Terms of Endearment win the Academy Award for Best Picture?
Oh my god. I don't... Do you know that show?
The movie?
Or movie?
I want to say yes, but I feel like I'm thinking of a different movie.
Like, I know the name. Like, I know I've heard the movie. Terms of Endearment? I hope it's not like a really old movie. Let me Google it. 1971? I don't know.
I'm going to go over.
Just trying to put you in the pickle.
I'm going to go over.
All right.
$1983.
Damn!
Ding, 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 ding.
Bullshit.
And I am the winner! Woo! Listen to all these people. And the live studio audience clapping for us. Thank you, everybody. Come on, sit down, guys. Sit down. You don't need to. Okay, keep it going.
All right. Ridiculous.
What's that? Oh. I didn't mean to hit that, actually.
No special announcement.
Well, I guess we could have one. Our 100th episode is going to be on... Let's see. I had it written down on my calendar. 100th episode. So this is episode 98. Our 100th episode will be on July 12th. I was going to say like July 5th, but that's 4th of July weekend, so skip that. And so next week will be our last episode before 100th, so it gives us 2 weeks off.
Nice.
We get nice little 2 weeks decompressed. Like,
yeah.
Get back in, like, just relax for 2 weeks.
Enjoy the cup for a little bit.
Fuck, we've been doing... Honestly, except for the Florida week, we've been doing 100 straight weeks of podcasting. I think we earned a little 2-week vacation before our 100th.
Why not? The Chiplet guys are going to take a little vacay, so, you know, fuck it.
It's a little cool down sesh, unless, like, something huge happens in wrestling.
Right.
Then we'll do a wrap-up.
Well, if we have, like, the craziest parade or something, but...
We still need to get JCD on for his AEW. He still wants to do that.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure.
So, yeah. So we'll do that. But, yeah, July 12th is when we will drop our 100th episode. Nice. And it's our last 90s episode, finally.
Finally.
Hopefully Corey can make it.
Yeah, hopefully I don't go back to dying.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. That'd be huge.
And my brother just got a new game, like a new trivia game. It's all 90s.
Nice.
I know, so I guess we'll have to play it on that episode.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's make it all 90s.
Fucking right.
Sick.
Maybe have a musical guest, too. It hasn't been confirmed yet. So we're supposed to have... Well, if you can come back next week, I might have him on. Just Jump wants to come back.
Oh, nice.
And I told him that if you weren't going to be here, then we weren't going to, like... Just push it back. Because it's... I found out the hard way with Winkler and Gage that it's really hard to hear you when you have other people here. Like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With me and Corey, it's easy because, like, we wait for you to talk.
Right, yeah.
Nobody else is going
Nobody else is going to, yeah. Because I'm not here. So they're just like, oh, yeah, somebody else is laying there.
Right.
Being ignored.
Right.
Whatever.
All right. One last ad. We have so many ads on this show.
I know.
Let's hear a word from our sponsor, Mr. Kyle Fauché. And it's time for that Stanley Cup talk, baby.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Kyle Fauché here to tell you about my brand new podcast, the Going Off Topic podcast, brought to you by the Anything But Credible Network. On Going Off Topic, I look at all forms of media, from different real and theoretical angles that you don't usually hear about. From movies, to TV, to music, to sports, to gaming, to anything really. You never know what the topic will be, but you're guaranteed a new angle and a different conversation about it, that's for sure. You can find Going Off Topic anywhere and everywhere that you get your podcasts. Check out our social media feeds on Facebook, Going Off Topic with Kyle Fauché, on Twitter, going_off_topic. And don't forget about anythingbutcredible.com, where you can find everything for the pod, including the written blog post. That's right, we're carrying over the Going Off Topic blog to anythingbutcredible.com too. So check it all out there, and I'll catch you on the next topic.
Go. The final hockey talks of the year for us here on Offended, at least until September, probably.
Yeah, maybe do a little on the regular pod, do a little free agency talk, maybe.
I mean, yeah,
anything
we'll do
big
that.
Comes up, we might do. Never know, we might hit the old Scott Steiner button and do an emergency hockey talks in the summer. Never know.
Oh, man. But here we are. Last place on January 3rd. Last fucking place with, 34 points?
That's not the way you want to start your new year.
No, it's not. But here on Offended, unless you listen to, I don't want to say any names for any character, but he said this is the worst season I've ever seen by the St. Louis Blues. Did we ever say that on Offended?
No, said it was bad.
We said it was, sure. We said, it's disappointing, but there's still a lot of hockey left.
Yep.
And me and you both said, let's see what happens after the All-Star break. Let's just see what happens after the All-Star break. We didn't even have to wait until after the All-Star break, because right after January 3rd, on January 5th, this rookie by the name of Jordan Binnington plays his first game in the city of brotherly love in Philadelphia. Gets a shutout. Kicks off an 11-game winning streak for the St. Louis Blues. Binnington goes undefeated for 11 straight games as a rookie.
Crazy.
Also on that trip, the Blues discovered this 1980s song called Gloria by Laura Branigan. Thank you, Larry Flint.
Yeah, you stroll into a bar in Philly, throw some brews back.
Well, I love that, they're saying it was at that restaurant, but on an episode of Chicklets, they're at a gentleman's club, and that's where they discovered it. So, the NHL PR and,
oh, yeah.
Blues PR was say it was at that restaurant you went to afterwards. Yeah. Because, the Blues brought it with them to that bar.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Blues go on this magical run, clinch a playoff spot, almost won the division.
Yeah.
And we lost out in the division by 2 points, I think.
2 points, something like that, yeah.
But I was happy with not winning the division.
Same.
I don't know, I just feel like it's bad luck. It's in the previous years, I just feel like winning the division has been bad luck.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, it means something, but it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. We go into the playoffs. First round, play the Winnipeg Jets. Looks like Winnipeg might beat us. Mm-hmm. And Jaden Shorts with that magical puck out of the air in Winnipeg. And then Game 6, it was a fucking breeze.
Yep.
We killed them, basically, in Game 6, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much took over.
And we go to the Dallas Stars. It was a rockier series.
Yeah.
Stars took it to us. And I think the Blues played, honestly, aside from one game in the Stanley Cup Finals, I think Game 5 against the Stars, second round, is the worst game of the postseason.
Yeah.
Because I've never been so angry after a Blues game.
Me either.
But they flat out sucked in that game.
Yep.
Blues turned it around, bounced back Game 6. Then we go to an unbelievable double overtime Game 7, where hometown hero Patty fucking Earrings Maroon fucking just taps it in. That's all he has to do. Just gets that. What a play by Robert Thomas.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean that fucking game. Game 7. 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
May 7th? I think it was May 7th.
Yeah, May 7th.
Pat Maroon.
Yep.
Number 7.
Yep, and Game 7.
Game 7.
I
mean...
Doesn't get much better than that.
No.
Blues win, go in the Western Conference Finals, where we will play the San Jose Sharks. San Jose Sharks eliminated us in 2016 in the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
Blues started off the series kind of slow, kind of a little flat, but at the same way, it reminded me of the last 2 rounds. It's like the Blues kind of feel the other team out. Like they feel them out for the first couple games. Then that hand pass happened, and the rest was history. That just pissed off the Blues, and it motivated the Blues like no other.
Yep.
Blues win in dominant fashion, I think, after that hand pass.
Yeah.
I think the last 3 games was just all Blues.
Yep.
San Jose couldn't do shit.
Nope.
It was like, is this real? And then you see them with the picture, the Western Conference Championship, I'm drawing a blank on the name. The trophy's name.
Oh, the Campbell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Campbell or the not the Clarence.
Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales is the East.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Campbell.
Campbell. Yeah.
Whatever. Western Conference champions. Good as shit. Going to the Stanley Cup final just doesn't feel real. I mean, just a roller coaster of emotions. The Stanley Cup final, which felt like it was like a year long. Yeah. It was so stressful, but at the same time, so fucking worth it. And now at the end of it, Game 7, first Game 7 since 2011, where the Boston Bruins won a Stanley Cup. Not to mention, the last time the Blues were in the Stanley Cup finals was in 1970 against the Boston Bruins. We were swept. Yep. Blues get their first ever Stanley Cup victory this year from a goal by Boom Boom Carl Gunnarsson.
An OT.
Good to see you, Carl! Get a first ever home win in the Stanley Cup finals. And then you just go to Game 7, and it's just Blues forechecking. Jordan Binnington was a fucking stud.
Yeah. Well, let's not forget, we had a chance to clinch.
Yeah.
Game 6.
At
home.
With over 300,000 people downtown.
Yeah. And we shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
We shit the bed. And everybody, not everybody, people were deflated. Fans. But you know who wasn't deflated? That fucking team.
Right?
Everything they said after that game. Everything. Was just, yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, Game 7. Next game. Put it behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
I knew we were going to win Game 7 the moment I saw Berube's press conference. When he's like, hey, if you would have asked us 4 months ago, we'd be playing in a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. I like our chances. I'm like, and he just smiles. He's like, I know we got it.
Yeah, that smirk.
Yeah.
It's that little smirk. Yeah, I mean, and that can go for the whole playoffs. Each round we went through a game or so where it was like, shit, are we about to see the old Blues of the playoffs where they just give up?
Yeah.
And
when the series is far from over.
Yeah, you know, because we saw it in 16 when we played San Jose. It was like,
also not to mention in 16 we were beat up and we did not have the depth that we
right, and we
now.
had 2 Game 7 or 2 first round or the first 2 rounds were Game 7s. Yeah, we were beat up, but just this team this year, the way they bounced back, I never had a doubt after a bad game because it was just like trust Binner to bounce back and this team like it was. I just. If it was going to be the team to do it, it's going to be this team. Mm-hmm. They just didn't give up at all. And I've been saying it for fucking years, been blasting it on social media. You got to have heart to win this fucking thing. I think a lot of fans finally learned that this year, that it's not one player, it's not 2 players, it's not skill, it's fucking wanting it and not giving up. And that's how we got to a fucking Game 7 Stanley Cup final. And
so I got
Jesus Christ.
I don't even think I told you this. So now we're Stanley Cup champions. It's just fuck, man. Speechless, honestly.
Look at this gear. I mean, just oh my god.
It's just I'm speechless. Like that NHL commercial talk about the feels. That's one of the coolest That's one of the coolest commercials ever made.
And they asked the players like, how can you put into words? Or
no, the one that they made this year for the postseason. It's like the NHL is more than a hockey game.
Oh yeah,
it's like with Liv Schreiber narrating it.
Yeah.
That commercial is just so true on so many levels. Like it's more than a hockey game, and especially for the city of St. Louis this year, it was way more than a hockey game. Yeah. And for the fucking Blues, it's more than a hockey game. This was a team that hated each other in the locker room at the beginning of the year. They did not get along, and it showed.
They couldn't click.
It was showing, too.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, nobody was clicking.
Yeah.
Maybe some ego issues going on in the locker room.
Yeah, that. I don't think you mean hate as in, like, they, like, literally hated each other, but just, like, tension in the room where it was just maybe a little bit of blame game, maybe a little bit of questioning people's effort and stuff, but it was...
I mean, you fired their head coach, Mike Yeo. How do you think he's feeling right now?
Very good.
Craig Berube, one of his first press conferences he ever had, he's like, what's going on with the identity in the locker room? And, like, is there tension in the locker room? He goes, that's what we're figuring out right now. That's my number one. That's my first goal. We need to get this figured out. They need to become a team. Which that basically proves that there was something going on in the locker room. Yeah,
I think definitely, like you said, some ego, and then I think also just... I think they were just mind-boggled because, like we said, you looked at paper at this team and you said... And we all were like, yeah, this is a good team. This team could... Everybody was saying it, analysts and stuff, and I think that maybe got in their head, maybe, and when it wasn't happening, they were like, what the fuck? Like, was there, like, what's the selfishness going on? Who's not... Why aren't we playing for each other? It was a bit of a breakdown, but yeah, and then, like Berube said, we're going to figure that out. You figure out what the fuck's going on in this locker room, and the rest is history.
And at the beginning of the not at the beginning of the postseason, but halfway through the season, we broke some little news. We have a little inside source on the show, and he's been 1,000% accurate. Thank him for it. I got one more update from him at the beginning of the postseason. I don't even think I told you about it. So I kind of kept it under wraps.
Yeah.
But back in about February, we told you guys that basically there was a locker room vote. Tarasenko was captain.
Yeah.
He's basically your locker room captain right now. And I think it showed. You're playing behind him and O'Reilly.
Definitely.
At the beginning of the postseason, my source texted me. He's like, we took a vote. He's like, now in the postseason, we all agreed the letters on the front of our jerseys don't mean anything anymore. We're all leaders now.
Right.
Like, we'll all take it. We'll all just go in stride. We don't have a number one leader right now. We're a fucking band of brothers now.
Yep.
I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Yep.
And here they are. Stanley Cup champions now. And the thing that I think proves that to be 100% correct, can you remember a time when the Stanley Cup champions win and they get the Stanley Cup? How quick were those players to pass off the cup? They didn't take the laps. They just like kissed it, skate here, pass. Like, that has to be the quickest, like, go through, like, of passing the cup around. They're like, everybody needs to get this. Yeah. The only person that took a lap, because he was told to by Braden Shen, was Thorburn.
Yeah, said, take a lap, man.
Yeah, he's like, Thorburn skated back to go hand it off, and Shen just goes, no, take a fucking lap.
Yeah. So, and back to you said about the leadership thing. I mean, obviously this is two completely different things, but my team that won Nationals, we didn't have a captain, assistant captains, nothing. And like every team I played on from like age 10 and up, there was a captain. At the level we're at, like you had a captain. And for some reason, there just wasn't. Our coach, I played from before, he's had captains. And we started off the year and it was just like, we just never needed one. Because we just like literally, I mean, that's just hockey to the core for any winning team. It's just a matter of, you have your captains, but at the same time, the best leader is when the whole team's leading. When the whole team's on the same page and you can look to the guy on the left, the guy on your right for advice for anything or what maybe you think about the team, or they can speak up. Everybody was able to probably have a voice in that locker room. Even the young kids, I'm sure, even a Dunner or some of those guys were able to speak up and, be vocal to get the fucking team going. And that's what it takes, and that's why we're fucking Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, you come together, you play for each other, you fucking put your heart out there, you sacrifice, and it's the most unselfish sport it can be. Yep. And when you are, it fucking pays off.
And I
forgot I broke this chair.
We'll be the first to tell you we aren't really the biggest fans of Alexander Pietrangelo, but in the finals, man, he was lights out.
Yeah.
He made some dumb fucking plays in the previous rounds. Defensively, he still wasn't really all that great. Offensively, though, he was fucking phenomenal.
And when he did play good defensively, he was really good.
Yeah, but then there's those turnovers, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. But
I mean, you can't... like I have no qualms with like anybody on this team right now. Like
None.
Like that, my feelings towards Pietrangelo totally are gone. Like totally gone.
Well,
keep the C. I don't care.
I think it's that, and I said this a couple days ago when we did our pod for our catch up, and what the fuck did I say? I just lost my mind. What did you just say to me
about Pietrangelo?
Yeah. Oh, so he's another guy that I think just found out from playing this long into the playoffs and this hard the kind of player he has to be. Mm-hmm. And I know it's not going to be perfectly consistent all year, but you hope now it's like, oh, okay, I can be this. Same with Parayko, same with Dunn, same with Thomas, Barbashev, Sonny, the whole team. Even they've all found this new level, so where it's like, all right, now you know what you can do.
Right.
You know, it's just a matter of, I guess, going through this to find out, like, oh shit, this is. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, I don't have any qualms with Petra. I'm sure I'll bitch at him and whatever, but I mean, I can't sit here and pick bones with anybody.
No,
not even Edmondson. Edmondson, we can admit, probably was maybe the weakest defenseman in the playoffs.
He was pretty trash.
But his whole year was just off.
Yeah,
it was off. It wasn't Edmondson.
I actually thought in the beginning of the season, I actually thought he was kind of decent for when we were doing pretty bad, and then he got injured, and it just seemed like he was still injured.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe he wasn't. But shout out to fucking Conn Smythe winner Ryan O'Reilly breaking Wayne Gretzky's point streak game.
I think he tied it.
Or he tied it. He did tie it. He tied it.
It's 4 games
right.
straight.
Jordan Binnington, on the other hand, breaks the fucking record for the most wins by a rookie goaltender in a single postseason with 16. He beats out Ron Hextall, Patrick Waugh, or as you dumb assholes like to call him, Patrick Roy. Matt Murray. I mean, he just beats out all these other rookies, and that's just insane. Jordan Binnington's the first player ever to do that, and Jordan Binnington's automatically now a legend in the game of hockey.
Yeah. I think they said he set a record for most saves in maybe in a Stanley Cup winner or a Game 7. Because I think he had like 30, what do you have, 33 or something?
Something like that.
I think the record was like 31. Did
the Blues break the record too for the worst power play in the postseason and still found a way to win games?
Yeah, I just want to say on that real quick. In the Stanley Cup, you need a good power play to fucking get there. Like, look at Boston. Well, we had one of the worst. Power special teams is critical in the playoffs. You know that as much as I do. And for us to not do shit on that just means we won this game. We won the Stanley Cup 5-on-5.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was funny that it's like when Cassidy was bitching to the media, he's like, "Well, we're not getting our power plays." It's like, why? Because you can't beat the Blues 5-on-5. Like, does that really mean you're that good of a hockey team then? I don't know.
Right.
But it's like we talked about in the Hockey Talks this past week, Game 6 with the Blues and Bruins. I still didn't think the Bruins played that good of a game. And last night, I think the Bruins played exactly how they did in Game 6. And I almost predicted this game. I was like, if the Blues play their game, the Bruins are going to play that exact same game they played in Game 6. I think we
both said that Tuesday.
Yeah.
As you said, because we were like you said, Game 6, they were good. But if we would have stepped the gas like we did in Game 7, but we would have won the Cup Sunday.
And the Bruins tried to do a couple flops in Game 7, too.
Bit, yeah.
Was it Johansson that was... they're just standing there by the net, and he just like totally flops back, and Edmondson's like, what did you just do?
Or was that Petro hitting the guy?
No, because remember, they were just kind of standing there, and
yeah.
Edmondson just went to, like, he's gently pulled his stick back, and Johansson, like, flopped back. Yeah, it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like, come on. I mean, but I get it, whatever it takes. Also, shout out to the referees this game. Yep. Let it play. Mm-hmm. Let it play. There were some calls, like, maybe a couple trips or something like that, where I was like, yeah, but it was like, you know what? Let them play.
The only call I thought that should have been called, just because I feel like if the Blues would have done it, it would have been a penalty, it was the hit on Gunnarsson in the first period.
Yeah, I could see the boarding maybe, but
to me, it was the exact same hit that Shen did in Game 6.
Shen got more from the back.
True.
This guy, it was pretty shoulder to shoulder. You could have called it a boarding, but not in Game 7.
How crazy is it that if Parayko doesn't take that delay of game penalty, no penalties would have been in that game?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's the only penalty of that game.
Also, when did we switch from being the too many men penalty team to the delay of game team?
Oh, shit.
My God.
Well, we got lucky last night, though. We had too many men on the ice during the penalty kill, and they missed it. We had 5 players
I thought
on
I
the
saw
ice.
that too.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And they were out there for like 20 seconds.
it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
The scrum right here in the second period, that's the game's on it's at 2:29. That's like the only scrum we really saw too.
Yeah, it was pretty
They're
not tame, but it was just, I think they realized no time for bullshit. It's the puck needs to go in the net.
I agree with that, but when you're down 2-0, you have to do something.
Yeah.
Boston, this is where I think Boston could have used David Backes.
Yeah.
I really
definitely,
do.
yeah.
Nobody was hitting for them.
No.
They weren't being aggressive, and just like we talked about, Boston played the exact same way they played in Game 6.
Yeah.
Only this time, the Blues were forechecking. They were backchecking.
Right.
If you played that flat, the Blues, they're going to figure it out quickly. Like, this isn't a team that, just rolls over this year. This is a completely different Blues team. Now, if this was, the Blues with Kevin Shattenkirk on the team, then you know what? Boston probably would have won.
Yeah.
But, fuck, that's fucking crazy. If the Blues can score on the power play, they sweep this series.
No, easily.
Yeah. Honestly, if the Blues could score on the power play, they might have swept every single series.
The fucking playoffs would have been a lot easier.
How crazy is that to think about?
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's fucking crazy.
That's why I tweeted that this morning. I said, can we just not forget that we were legit the worst power play team in the playoffs and we somehow won a Stanley Cup?
I'm sitting here, I'm just like, man, if we score on the power play, if we have a good power play unit, we possibly could have swept every single series.
We gave up shorthanded goals.
Yeah. And won every game that we gave up a shorthanded goal on. We gave up 3 games.
We literally were giving teams power plays with stupid penalties and delay of games. And
Sharks, Boston, and did we give up 1 against Winnipeg?
I think so, yeah.
And we won all 3 of those games. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
It's nuts. So I said, you know what? We're gonna win. We won the first one. Do it the hard way, man.
Yeah,
do it the hard way.
Well, it's perfect. It's the way it has to be for the Blues this year.
Yeah,
it had to go to Game 7. It had to be hard. It's just the Blues.
Nobody can take it away from us that we didn't earn it. We didn't work hard, or we got the advantage. Yeah, okay, we got the one lucky call with Perron. We had a couple. Okay, we were dirty because we had suspensions. No,
shut up.
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't take. You got to look at all the other stuff. The adversity of everything that we went through as a team. The deflating games of holy shit, here we go again, and to just bounce back. No. This team earned it so fucking hard. Oh my god, I can't. I just can't. I mean, I wouldn't have won it any other way. I feel like there's just a weight off my shoulders. I'm just like, wow, it's done. You just trained for 4 months for a big fight.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this now. The 2019-2020 Stanley Cup odds right now. Tampa Bay is number 1, 6-1. The Blues aren't even in the top 5. So it's bullshit. How can you say that about this team? They're gonna probably keep almost everybody.
I'm sure they're going with a cup hangover.
Fucking
and shit, but
cap space is gonna go up for us.
Yeah,
we might actually sign somebody huge in the offseason. And hello, Matt Duchene.
Something.
Hello,
maybe Matthew Tkachuk if he doesn't sign with Calgary.
Hey Panarin, what are you doing?
Hey Artemi.
Hey Anthony, remember how you said you want to win the Stanley Cup? Oh, well, we just did. Well, we just did. Anthony Panarin.
I would love a big sign, maybe a defenseman. Forward-wise, though, I kind of just want to see this team together again.
As much as I love it, I do like Erik Karlsson, but he's just so injury-prone, I wouldn't want him.
I don't want him either.
But he is fucking great.
He is.
But no, I wouldn't want him. He's too injury-prone.
Here's the thing, we'd pay him a lot of money, and if an injury happened, we could end up fucking ourselves in a big contract like we've done before, to where we can't sign a guy like Thomas, Kyrou, these guys coming up long term, or where we're having to make shitty trades and stuff. So yeah, great player, but I don't want him.
Yeah, no.
Get your hair out of here.
So here,
bad luck, bitch.
So Stanley Cup odds, bad luck, bitch. Tampa Bay 6-1, Vegas Golden Knights 7-1, Boston Bruins 10-1, Toronto Maple Leafs 10-1, Colorado Avalanche 10-1, then the Blues 14-1, San Jose 16-1, Jets 16-1. Capitals 20-1, Penguins 20-1. Flames 20-1. Nashville, I love seeing Nashville drop 25-1. Stars are at surprisingly 30-1. I feel like they would be a little higher unless they have a lot of free agents coming up. And then last place to 300-1 odds is your Ottawa Senators. Go put like $10 down on them, see what happens.
I like the Colorado one. We talked about it before the playoffs, or during the playoffs. We talked about how we both thought. I think Colorado's going to be maybe the team that takes over the Dallas.
I think
the
Blues
Winnipeg
should be higher.
I think so too. I put them at like a 3, 4. Were they 5, 6?
They were 6.
Yeah, I put them at like 3 or 4.
Actually, they might be 7.
Yeah, I put them a little higher, but oh well.
I would put the Blues at 2nd. I understand Tampa Bay because they're going to be fucking. They're going to be a scary team.
They're just going to be good.
They're they're pissed off,
right?
Which you never know. That could just really just motivate that team.
But I like the odds. Put us lower. Who cares? Doubt us again.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck it.
Oh man, parade on Saturday down Market Street. We finally get a parade down Market Street.
And I have a fucking wedding. What a shitty best friends. Kid I played on. He was on my line for Nationals. Hell of a guy. And it's just, I was telling you before the pod, the wedding is full of hockey players.
It's going to be a shit show.
Just like, Jesus. The parade? Come on, buddy. Just take it to the courthouse.
Shit.
Get there.
Yeah, we're supposed to do a party bus for Nicolette on Saturday, and I messaged like the group that we're all in, like getting ready for the party bus. So it was like at 3:00 in the morning last night. I'm like, oh, hey, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but that parade Saturday, and I won't be on that party bus. So
I'm just going to say this.
So today we're just figuring out an alternative plan, so we're not doing the party bus anymore.
So I'm sure people will bitch and moan because the parade will probably trash up the streets. I get it. I love the environment too. But fuck off for one fucking day.
No doubt.
This is different. You sit here every year and we go fuck up Soulard.
Well, I was gonna say
with no meaning.
Exactly.
There's no big meaning behind Soulard.
Exactly. But Mardi Gras is okay.
But Mardi Gras,
St. Patrick's Day is okay.
Right.
Fucking dumbasses,
that's fine.
man.
Yeah, okay, I get that. But and they're like,
fucking
oh yeah, no,
dumbasses.
We do that every year, and nobody fucking. Oh, look what they do to the streets.
And it got
this
cleaned
is
up.
different.
It
gets cleaned up. It's gonna get cleaned up. It's fine. This is different. It'll be okay. So nobody bitch about it because this is gonna be the greatest parade in the history of St. Louis. And that's taking nothing. And that's not because like the Cardinals suck or anything. They had their championships. Those parades are fun. Love that team.
It's the first time ever.
52 fucking years. Mm-hmm. And finally get to do it.
Yeah. We can touch the Stanley Cup. Finally.
Last night I was laying in bed and I legit started like tearing up because I was like, if I can touch it.
Right. That's why I went after the Fastlane guys again because they posted that. Which, by the way, Chris Rodney was the one behind. He was the one running the Fastlane tweets the whole night, and you could just tell, dude. He's like such a cocky piece of shit.
Yeah. It's like, shut up, man.
He's like, we'll accept all the apologies now. I'm like, yeah, you're a douchebag.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't be humble.
It's just a fun little thing that adds to the story.
Yeah.
It adds to the drama of it. That it's just something that, like,
but
like for me, like if it. I get that whatever it can be stupid or like why would you believe it doesn't affect it, but the fact that like me and you sit here and like you had your moment where you were like, I can touch the cup, and I know for a fact you probably got chills thinking that as I am right now. I was like, maybe it's silly, but the fact that I'm able to like I'm getting chills thinking about the fact that it's like I get to touch the cup, and before I touch it, I'll probably tear up and be like, this is it. Like we did it. Like I did it, we did it, the team did it, whatever. But like, yeah, the fact that I'm feeling this emotion means it's that real.
Right.
That it means something. Those little silly superstitions, I ate this sandwich the day they won, and I ate a different sandwich. It's just part of it. It's part of the fun, and it's part of the ride, and you're like, you think it works because you want it to work. You want it that fucking bad. You're willing to do anything. You'll play along with the silly games. It's called being a fan. Have fun. Don't be such a fucking dweeb and ruin everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I touched it. Fuck it. Go touch yourself and fucking feel better.
Dude, what's so fucking hilarious, the Chris Rodney, before we got blocked today, I said it's no surprise why professional hockey players don't like local reporters. I mean, just even as Spittin' Chicklets. You guys are just looking for attention, and you still are trying to feed off something that happened fucking months ago.
Right.
It's like, remember Randy said, this is the worst season in Blues history, and I put, we never gave up. Yeah. And His fucking reply was, "Stop being a giant bitch."
Yeah.
Oh, it's so professional, man.
Yeah, dude, nice job. You're so tough. And
then he said,
start out bitch, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, "Christ, you're sensitive. Stop being a giant bitch." I'm like,
you're Mr. Sensitive asking for apologies, buddy.
Yeah, no shit.
Say sorry to me.
Yeah.
You guys bullied me. Say sorry.
Exactly.
Shut up. You apologize with your fucking mouth around my dick, buddy.
Yeah. And then he came back with, "Your Twitter muscles are huge, loser." Like, before we even responded.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. And then he deleted the tweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Oh, dude, I think it's hilarious. Like, we got so under his skin.
He's a loser, dude.
He's a fucking loser.
Whatever.
I don't care. I mean, I love it, though. I fucking love it.
Hit the blocked button. Your Twitter message. Say sorry to me.
He got that much under his skin just by outsmarting him.
Everybody did because he wanted an apology. That was
Yeah.
his first thought. Was like, now people have to say sorry to me.
Right. It's like that is like.
You know what I'm sorry for? I'm sorry you didn't fucking buy into the fun. I'm sorry you didn't buy into the moment, the reality of how much you love hockey, and to not touch the cup. Mm-hmm. Because when you get to, it's going to mean that much more. I'm sorry that you touching the cup after we won won't mean as much because you already fucking touched it. Mm-hmm. You tarnished your own fun. You fun fucking idiot. Fuck you. I'm mad because now when I touch it, I get to fucking rub the hands together.
Like, seriously, that was one of the first tweets he put out right when the Blues won. It's like, you're being a douche.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
oh, hey, look at this.
You don't say congratulations to the Blues. That's what you say first. You're being a douchebag on purpose.
Yeah.
Don't be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Be humble. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry that you ruined your own fun. I'm sorry that now you're like, oh yeah, we won. Now I'm touching it, but I touched it before, so it doesn't matter. Like, oh, okay. Guess what? Sucks for you.
Yeah.
So it's gonna mean that much more for me. God. Oh man.
Love it.
Just so proud of this team, dude.
So am I.
That game, I was thinking this earlier. I don't know if you had any specific way you wanted to go with this conversation, but this just came to me. No. You're just sitting there like, nope, I could do this all day.
Yep.
We might do a 24-hour podcast. But
that worked really well for you.
Obviously,
that works really well.
I guess we didn't really talk too much about the game, but the first 15 minutes, what'd you say?
So yeah, that 24-hour podcast worked really well for Heel Heat Studios.
Zing. Anyway, so obviously, the first 15 minutes of the game were.
I can't even be mean to him. Caden's actually been really cool, so
yeah,
I can't. Bill, fuck you. You apparently are not.
But
Caden, you are forgiven.
So the first 15 minutes of the game were obviously a little crazy. We started off good, about 6 minutes as we usually do, and then kind of turned around. But after that, Bennington fucking standing on his fucking head doing everything right. Did you see his tweet? Or what he said to Edmondson? He goes, I spent $6,000 on tickets. I wasn't going to lose this game or something like that.
Yeah.
Love it. But everybody, after kind of that first period, from then on, every single person on our team did everything in their job correctly.
Yeah.
Everybody was so focused from getting in front and blocking shots, being unselfish, sacrificing, to smart passes, to chipping it out, to forechecking, back checking, picking up a guy. Like I said, the shot blocking was incredible. You had guys dropping down, taking it off the boots, fucking just giving everything. There wasn't one player from the second period on where I looked at and said they're not doing a good job. Mm-hmm. Everybody was just so and you could tell after we got the second goal and then we got the third goal. Everybody just went into lockdown mode, and everything they knew they were supposed to do just happened without thinking. There was no overthinking. There was no panicking. Every fucking person, top to bottom, from fucking Tarasenko to Sanford to fucking Bennington, it was just perfect. It was a perfect game.
It's magic.
It was everything. That might have been the best bounce back game we had of just shutting it down, because you could just tell the wheels were falling off Boston. The more shut down we were, you could tell they were almost looking around, like the 1980 Miracle story in the movie, where the Russians are kind of what the fuck? And fucking Herb Brooks is like, he doesn't know what to do. That was Boston. You could tell they didn't know what to do because everybody was so fucking locked in. Mm-hmm. That's credit to the fucking leaders, to fucking Berube for getting them on track. Just, God. Just fucking incredible.
It is. It's just amazing.
What a story.
What a story. This is a movie. Like,
yeah.
This is a movie.
When they come out with I'm assuming the DVDs and shit, it could honestly be one of the best documentaries ever. Mm-hmm. Assuming John Hamm narrates, hopefully.
For sure.
Gotta be. Yeah, I mean... Holy fuck. Just Stanley Cup champs. Dude, if you can't take it, I guess we're the ultimate winners of the 4 o'clock fight.
Dude, I love, just because he's gotten so pissy, I love just kind of digging it. Like, now I'm just turning the fucking knife. Now I'm like, ooh, you can't take it.
I'm just gonna be laying there in bed.
You can't take it. Clap, 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 clap.
I touched it. These guys are being mean, Mom.
Mom! Defendant's being mean to us. But what'd you say, honey?
I wanted an apology. Shut up, Christopher.
Mom! I love that. I guess we're the ultimate winners of the 4 o'clock fight. Dude, that's perfect.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I'm just speechless right now. Now it's like the other commercial.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
I feel like I had like so many things I wanted to talk about. Like,
I don't know what to say. Like, that was pretty much my big thing. Was just the way this team. They just didn't. The first 15 minutes, there was a lot of mistakes, a lot of bad passes, a lot of panicking, and then it was just everything just fucking clicked in their brain, and It was just. Like we said earlier, dude, I have no qualms with any of these players right now. At all. I can't. I have no reason to. Like, I'm sorry for ever being mean during the playoffs. It's just being a fan. Mm-hmm. But it just came down to heart.
Well,
heart and hard work.
And it was so cool for me just to spend it like with my family and stuff. And like when Petrangelo scored that goal, my grandma like got tears in her eyes, started crying. I was like, it almost got me. Like, nope, it's only the first period. Nope, only the first period. Only the first period. I'm not gonna do it yet. Then, like, when it happened, I was just so happy for my grandma and grandpa's because it's like they've been waiting longer than anybody else in my family. Yeah. So they finally get to see it. And I was just happy for everybody else then. Right. My dad called me, like, because he's in Houston. He's like, how is it down there? I'm like, I could barely fucking hear you right now. He's like, I can't believe it. We did it. I'm like, I know. Like, you saw the snapshot of my little brother just dancing. Yeah. It's fucking great. I need to post that video and be like, this is our mood today.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was the same way. I felt bad.
Did you see the video of Greg with his shirt off?
Yeah. What an animal.
I know, I love it.
What an animal. But I really wanted to watch the game with my dad because I wouldn't have hockey without my dad. And so, we watched a lot of the games together because I was sick and at home and stuff, and then we watched Game 6 together. And it didn't work out. We didn't win. And I was like, yeah, I've been to Bowman's the last time they won. So, like, Game 7, I was like, I think I'm going to go to Bowman's. And he was like, yeah, no, you have to. So it was kind of like bittersweet because I really wanted to, like, have that, I guess, father-son kind of thing with my dad. Even though, like, we're not like that at all, but it would just been cool. But, yeah, I, like, texted him right away and was like, they finally fucking did it. He goes, yep. That's all I could say. I texted my mom. I was like, what's he doing right now? She's like, he's just sitting there, drinking a beer, looking at the TV. I was like, he'll be emotional later. He actually was on KC this morning with the U-Man. He called in.
Your dad was?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him yet about what he said, but my dad's not the most emotional guy, but it would have been cool to be with him, but we did it for the cup. He was like, no, you got to go to Steve's. You got to.
I don't know how we just came across this video, but I'm going to play the sound over the mic. Let's get fucked up.
that bitter?
It's bitter. Fucking right.
God,
Fucking
dude,
right,
to be on that
dude.
plane.
God, I know. I
That's
just want
got
to be
chills.
with them.
That's so fucking awesome.
Dude, that is the greatest video ever.
God.
I just want to go party with them, man.
So do I. God, dude. I can't wait for that Telegraph parade.
Fucking sweet.
Can't wait for that parade on Telegraph with Patty Maroon. Oh my god, man. Just...
That's amazing.
It's sinking in like more and more. Like the
Yeah.
more we come across these videos, the more I'm watching NHL Network, and it's there. I'm looking at this shirt, like, and the hats we got on. It's just like, you legit think it can never happen. I mean, it's so true in sport. I mean, look what happened with the Cubs. 100 years, that's a lifetime. We were halfway there. You know, 50 more years, we don't win. I'm fucking 70-something. If I make it to that. Fuck, almost died this year. I said that last night. Actually, a couple people, they came up to me, and they're like, you could die now, couldn't you? Like, if you got really sick, and I was like, 100%. I was like, yeah, I'd be fine with it. Are you kidding me? That's all I ever wanted. I can't get married. How am I going to get married and look my wife in the eye and say, this is the greatest day ever?
So,
Or my kid. If I have a kid.
I didn't know Michael J. Fox was at the game. That's cool.
Yeah, it was.
But, sorry, Michael.
No,
You know
you're,
he's a Boston
shout
fan.
out John Krasinski, though, for
bringing Roy.
for bringing Roy. That was awesome.
That's fucking great.
John Krasinski's like the only Boston fan I cannot hate because that was just awesome.
Fucking great.
I got some backlash.
Was John Hamm at the game?
There wasn't any sight of him, but there's no way he'd miss it. I feel
Unless
like
he was filming a movie.
But dude, come on, you know he would tell him to fuck off.
I don't think he would. I don't
Really?
think he can, man. Because if a movie studio has a schedule, it's
Right,
like
but-
it costs the movie studio a shitload of money to delay it.
Maybe
because
you pay it.
if you remember when The Rock, dude, I feel like we just had like I don't know why, I just like got kind of blacked out for a minute.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like thinking about the Stanley Cup. I feel like we weren't talking for like 5 minutes. Until I feel like I'm like, were we talking?
Did we record anything?
I literally just kind of blacked out. I'm like, holy shit, like what just happened? Like I'm totally like back now. Like I just had like an
Kicked in.
out of body experience like for a second.
Yeah.
I felt like I was sweating and like got really hot. Like, fuck is going on?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Okay.
That was weird as fuck.
Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say you're back a little bit.
Whoa.
Alright.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Stanley
what the
Cup.
fuck, man?
Stanley Cup's got you all fucked up
It
over
does,
here, man.
I was just like, well, I think I just started to daydream because we're trying to figure out where to go. We're still trying to figure out where to go for
Saturday.
now for Saturday because the party bus, we're not doing that.
Right.
And everyone's like, where to go, where to go. And I mentioned Wheelhouse at first. So like, we can get a VIP up top. Wheelhouse might be kind of fun. Only if we can get VIP. Otherwise, if we can't get VIP, it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Right.
Then we're like, what about Crown Room? And everybody's trying to get VIP at Crown Room, which Crown Room's awesome if you get VIP. Mm-hmm. Then I realized the fucking Blues love to go to Wheelhouse, man.
Yeah, they do.
Let's go to fucking Wheelhouse.
Go to Wheelhouse.
And I just started daydreaming, like, what if they're there and they have the cup and we're in the VIP with them and I get to kiss it and touch it and rub my balls on it? I could... It's like a Spider-Man John Mulaney.
I'm hoping the Cup shows up at this wedding.
can-
That'd be crazy.
I can frolic, I can dance, I can do this with my pants.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. We're Stanley Cup fucking champions. I had something I wanted to say, too, and it just totally slipped my mind. That was weird. That was such a weird feeling. I felt like my throat was hurting. I started sweating. And now I'm, like, fine now.
It's like a nice little, like, acid trip. You just zoned
Dude,
off.
I
and
felt like I was literally, like, tripped for, like, 5 minutes. And I'm like, we were talking for the last
Stanley
5
Cup will
minutes,
do
right?
that to you.
Holy shit. Like, I think when people listen to this, they're just going to be like, they're just living in the moment right now.
I
And
love
think,
these emblems.
So do I. I just keep touching mine. I just keep going like this. I'm like, that's the cup, baby. That's the fucking cup. But
Can I even wear my Western Conference hat anymore? I don't...
I'll take it if you don't want it. I like that hat.
Oh, no, I'm good. Oh, you didn't get one yet?
Oh, no. I can't. They stopped making them.
Oh, fuck. That's right. We got the big one. I'll sell it to you for $25.
What, the Western Conference?
Yeah.
I'll buy it for 30. What?
15.
20.
All right, fine. Plus shipping.
I was hoping you'd be like 5. Deal. Sold. What just happened? What movie is that in?
Oh, it's
Because they totally reverse it. Or it's like a Bugs Bunny thing, isn't it?
It's a cartoon or something.
I think it's a Bugs Bunny.
Family Guy, or
I think it's Bugs Bunny and he tricks Elmer Fudd or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Wait, you pesky little wabbit.
I didn't know how I'd feel about these hats at first. Sometimes I'm a little like iffy on the championship hats.
I love them, dude. This is, I think the Cardinals World Series hat's ugly as fuck.
Oh my god, 2011, that one's hideous.
It's horrible. The Rams having an ugly Super Bowl hat.
Yeah.
These, I think, are just fucking beautiful. And I think the Western Conference hats are fucking beautiful, too.
So good. And the shirts, I love this shirt. I want to get the roster one.
The only thing is, I hate gray because I sweat. But I was on the website. They have a fucking tank top that says Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues on it. I'm like, oh, that's mine. That's all mine, baby.
I think I'm gonna snag maybe a Gloria tank on Barstool. They have a
got this from Rally House,
just nice
with the little tiny blue note like right there. Man,
do I get a tattoo?
I'm getting one for sure.
You get one?
I want to get my Bowie tattoo first, but man,
what?
My mom made me a promise, and I brought it up to her last night. She's like, "Fuck you." You're totally right. I was like, whenever the Blues win a Stanley Cup, you said you get me a fucking tattoo of the Stanley Cup. But I just don't want just like the Stanley Cup. I want something like different.
Like maybe with a little like kind of pizzazz behind it a little bit.
Something that's
not just like the trophy with the Blues logo.
Be like really cliche and Hoosier looking. But maybe a blue note, but instead of it being blue, it's silver with like the Stanley Cup in the background. Like like the writing of like the Stanley Cup like on it. Maybe that's actually not a bad idea.
I've been thinking of one too, and I was like, where would I get one? Because I don't have
maybe
any
just
tattoos.
Say Gloria like around. Oh, Gloria like arching around it like the old Blues jerseys.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I'm on to something.
The like best place I would think, well, like what seems the most sense, but I would never do because I think it's. I don't care if people have a tattoo there, but I just think it looks kind of Hoosier, and I don't want it. It would be on my calf.
Tramp stamp.
Yeah. Like my calf, I'd be like, oh, that's a cool area. I could look down at it, but also I don't want to be the guy. Whenever I see somebody walking in front of me with a calf tattoo, I'm just kind of like,
it has
I
to
would
be cool.
hate that on myself.
It has to be cool.
Yeah,
like you had to like.
I feel like if I got one, I'd have to get like a whole Blues like kind of half sleeve of like the trophy,
like the
and
fucking
then,
Gretzky tattoo. Did you see
that
thing?
That one's sick,
dude. The detailing on that is
incredible.
It's fucking. Normally, I don't like tattoos like that. Yeah. That tattoo is fucking amazing. Like that is one of the coolest tattoos I've ever seen. Just for the detailing on that is just so fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'd have to get like a sleeve tattoo of like the blue note, the trophy, and then like some kind of like flash behind. I don't want just like a stick on fucking
Well, at first, when I was like 18, I didn't really know like how expensive tattoos were. Yeah, so I'm just dumb.
Right.
But I wanted to get like a boom box that was like stretching like down on like my like right here on my shoulder. Yeah. And out of the boom box was going to be blue like Blues logos, like a blue note coming out of it. But the higher like the blue note got, the fucking like pieces like the wings of the note would start spreading apart.
Oh, cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
And then it was like $300. I'm like, oh, dude, it's $300. What are you talking about? It's just ink. And then like, yeah, obviously it's gonna be $300, you idiot. But like now I kind of want that again and just have Gloria like underneath it.
That'd be sweet.
Because now it makes sense.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do some brainstorming.
Yeah, I gotta brainstorm. I had an idea with Katie the other day that I didn't think was like that bad. I don't remember. I really like the Larry Flowers. I said Larry Flint's earlier. I meant to say Larry Flowers.
You did. I didn't correct you.
Yeah,
but I let it go because it kind of played into the strip club story.
It did. I didn't know that he makes jewelry and he's the one that has like that Play Gloria necklace. Mm-hmm. I love the look of that because it looks like the No Fear like fucking like the 90s like it looks like the old ESPN2 logo. That might not be a bad tattoo. Like the way that it's like shaped. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool. But I don't know. I want something like with the cup though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's get like an AJ Styles tattoo and just put all the years we win.
And I wouldn't want to get it like. I mean, I guess I could do like in the back, but
angle style.
Should I just get like in bold letters, Stanley Cup champions? Block letters.
My uncle just texted me. He goes, "Can I borrow the Blues flag in the Stanley Cup next week?" And I said, "No, loser."
I already ordered my Stanley Cup flag.
Did you?
For outside, got it today.
I need to order it because those apparently went really fast. last time for the Western Conference.
The old double-sided one, sick.
I want to get that in the towel.
I feel like I'm gonna buy everything.
Dude, the beach towel is fucking sweet.
Oh fuck! I should get one for when I go to the beach in August. I'm gonna be so fucking poor. I haven't spent any money in the last 6 months because I've just been not being able to obviously do anything.
I spent $150 at Lids today buying those goddamn hats. Because I bought 4 of them.
Jesus Christ!
So I got one for my grandpa.
It's just worth it though.
It is.
Like, it's just worth it. When's it gonna happen again?
Got one for you, but fuck you.
Sorry, bro. You should have texted me and been like,
mom.
"Hey, do you want me to get you one?" I would have been like, "No."
There you go, Trisha. It was supposed to be Jen's, but whatever.
I said, "Yes, get me one." I already have one.
The blue note in that hat's fucked up anyways. You don't want it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Oh man, I had something else I wanted to say about the Blues.
I got a little something. We want to fill some time. So I was thinking about this. I actually might write a small little article to it because I think it's a really cool concept. Basically, the title of it would be The Next 52 Years. And just my thoughts on what we went through the last 52 years and what this does like for the future of hockey. Mm-hmm. Not just for the Blues, but for every fucking little boy and girl that went through this moment where they're going to be like, if they have a birthday coming up or a Christmas, the kid that's going to be like, I want a hockey stick. I want a pair of skates. I want to start playing hockey. What it's going to do for like youth hockey in St. Louis is just going to be incredible. Because we've gone through, it wasn't that good, and we had a couple guys get drafted, early 2000s, Cam Jansen, those guys. But it wasn't until this team started making the playoffs, and then guys even around my age getting drafted, going to juniors and stuff, kids getting the idea of like, hey, I can do this, and you hear about Pat Maroon, and then you hear about Kachuk and all those guys, Clayton Keller from St. Louis that get drafted the top 10 picks, and that just makes kids even more inspired to go out and fucking play hockey. Or the kids that are playing now, like when I was playing, we didn't have too many guys where it was like, you keep playing with like this AAA team, you have a good chance of there's scouts and stuff. It really wasn't implemented in our head, but now it is because of those guys. They get drafted, kids want to keep playing hockey. They believe in it, and then we get the Winter Classic, which was huge, and you get that moment, and then we hear about the fucking the All-Star game, and then we get a Stanley Cup. Like, this city, hockey is going to be the biggest thing in this city.
How many fans do you think we Blues just gained? Like
outside of our market?
Yeah,
a lot.
Even inside the market?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, look at how 300,000 people were downtown for Game 6.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
And we fill up a Busch Stadium,
dude. That
20,000 some people,
like full. That was and it was pouring down rain, and they weren't moving. That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
Not only that, you had Enterprise Center that was completely sold out with a watch party. You had Ballpark Village that you couldn't even fucking move in, and you had to get a wristband to get in because it was a fucking fire code. Like, I mean, fuck, man.
Yeah. Well, and on top of also I said too, you're gonna get guys now like maybe a Steen, maybe these guys that
they want to goddamn save on Nordstrom, man, in the third period on Bennington, man.
The leg out, yeah. But I think you're gonna see more players that want to retire and stay in St. Louis and help out with the youth hockey. I'm so like amped up I was talking to my buddy who I played with about this morning, like what this is going to do for youth hockey, and just for that little boy or girl that maybe never cared about hockey until this year, where now it's, hey, I want a stick, I want skates, I want a street net, I want the mini hockey nets, I want the video games. It's just it's so fucking good for it. There's so much behind this win, like that just goes further than people can tell. Yeah. It's just gonna. I mean, like your brother that plays, right? Yeah,
my twin brothers.
Yeah, like this is huge for them, especially they're at Merrimack where Pat Maroon kids play. I mean, it's fucking so big. Yeah. This means so much more than even like any of us know.
Damn, I didn't realize how many players the Blues have that are free agents. A lot of restricted free agents.
Do you re-sign Bennington?
No, I think we're good with Allen.
What if he walked away from the game?
Bennington? Dude, he's so fucking weird. He probably was like... Dude, okay. Do you watch Quest for the Cup?
Yeah.
Alright. The last episode, it's a fucking gimmick. Because I think he thinks it's hilarious.
I think so too.
Yeah. Because he was like... There's a couple things he did on the show talking to the camera, and it looks like he's trying not to laugh.
He's got a smirk.
Yeah.
And he almost gives like the office look to the camera.
Yes!
Yeah.
When he's like, oh, got a package today. Wonder what this is. Oh, brand new shoelaces.
Or even when he goes, this is my roommate.
It's his girlfriend.
I love it though,
show,
dude.
too.
I love it. Oh yeah, I love it though, dude. We just talked about it. That's the goalie you need. You need that guy who's outside.
Dude, he totally does do the office look at the camera. He's like,
they think he's in the zone getting warmed up, and he's probably sitting there like thinking about like I don't fucking know like his shoelaces that he's getting in.
off.
Yeah, he's just not like even really focused.
He's gonna get a payday, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
definitely.
I'm gonna read off free agents for the Blues. After I read them off, let's go through and who do you think will re-sign. Let's go. Michael Del Zotto. Actually, let's just go down by the players. Let's say yes or no, and then afterwards, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Michael Del Zotto.
No.
Joel Edmondson.
Yes.
Restricted free agent too.
Yeah.
Carl Gunnarsson. Boom boom. This one's a tough one because he's already sitting at 2.9, and after that Stanley Cup performance, that's gonna go up.
Yeah, I'm thinking of his age. I'm thinking about who we have coming up, possibly prospect wise.
Schmaltz.
Exactly, and if Bouwmeester for a year, I'm gonna
tough.
say yes.
I think we do too.
I think we do.
And you got to remember our cap space is going to go up, which is cool. I forget that you win the Stanley Cup, your cap space goes up a little more.
And Bouwmeester did take a bit of a deal, so I'd say yes for Gunnarsson because one more year with what's his name with Bo. He'll be gone. Gunnarsson will kind of maybe take that Bouwmeester spot.
Bouwmeester retires after next season? Or would you be surprised if he actually retires in this offseason?
I wouldn't be surprised if he actually retired. I really want to be surprised.
You know who I wouldn't be surprised if he retires?
Steen?
David Perron. Well, from what I've heard is that his concussion issues were really scaring him at the end of the season. And he was like really worried about coming back because they cleared him.
Did they?
And Berube was like, he's not comfortable with coming back yet.
Yeah, I don't think...
If he gets another concussion, he's done.
I was going to say he'll probably pull a Lindros, where it was like
Courtnall.
They basically were like, you have
Lindros, Courtnall, somebody else.
Somebody else, they were like, you can't play.
Well, McInnes was his eye, wasn't it?
His eye, yeah. But they were like, Lindros, it was like, you can't play.
Yeah, that's
like, you legit cannot play hockey.
I'll never forget that press conference.
It's like something. It's like Edge. The wrestlers were in Stone Cold and stuff. It's like where you didn't have a choice. You were like,
I remember the Courtnall press conference, but it wasn't as sad as the Lindros.
Lindros one was sad. I loved.
He was bawling his eyes out.
Yeah.
Felt so bad for the guy.
Yeah.
And apparently he's like a cool dude too.
He is. They do. People say he kind of set himself up for some hits sometimes, but that was the. I mean, think about 90s, that league back then.
Yeah. Look how dangerous that league was back then. But
he was so good.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love violence.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, you go back and watch those fights, those hits, you're like, God damn, give me blood. Let's go.
Right.
This is good shit.
Yeah, this is good shit.
This is such good shit.
Man,
but yeah,
I don't.
Scott Stevens with another, like, fuck.
Oh, God, that guy's an animal. Mm-hmm. I agree with what you're saying, but I don't think he does. I think he sticks. I think he'll stick around. Yeah. Right. I think he'll wait until, which you don't want to see at all, because bad things can happen like that. You might not get lucky with that next concussion. It could really fuck you up. So I don't
like how we both agreed on like we'll talk about the players after we do
this.
But we're just going. Yeah,
that's what we do.
I had a feeling. I was like, why did I say that?
That's what we do.
Yep.
I'll say yes
on Gunnarsson.
On no Perron.
Oh, retiring?
No, on coming back.
Oh, yeah, no, he's not.
Oh, he's already signed. Never mind. Yeah, he won't retire.
Jacob Jerabek, unrestricted free agent.
Is he like a minor league guy?
Yeah. He's a defenseman. I don't think he'll resign.
I don't know.
Robbie Fabry.
This is so tough.
This one is tough, because
he showed he can play.
Mm-hmm.
He showed he can play.
He showed he can play, but again, he started to remind me of kind of like can't say anything about Sanford anymore.
I know.
Like, Sanford totally flipped
I don't know what our contract is with Sanford.
If Sanford fucking plays like that, like, holy shit. He was dude, when we put him in that Stanley Cup Finals, he was...
completely different player.
That's not the Zach Sanford that we're used to seeing in, like, the regular season.
He wasn't
even in the first round against Winnipeg.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing shit against Winnipeg.
No, he was timid.
Yeah.
And then we just saw this guy that was like, oh, no, I got to go play hockey.
He set up my favorite goal of the playoffs, was the fucking in between legs pass in O'Reilly, just fucking top titty city, baby.
Yep.
Mama hides the fucking cookies.
Yeah, I don't know, because in my head it's almost like I'd be okay if Sanford got moved or something and we signed Fabry.
If we can get Fabry for his price again, I'd do it.
There's so much that goes into this because they're thinking ahead towards the expansion draft. So who do you sign to keep to maybe make that your bait for Seattle to take? So then you don't,
See, and I also have to think. I think you almost have to keep Fabry to keep Edmondson's mental game up, because that's his best friend. And you split those up, that's just going to put him down. There's going to be depression there. People forget there's a human side of this too.
Right, yeah. I think you sign him.
I think you sign him too.
Because who's to say at camp, Barbashev has a bad camp, Sanford has a bad camp, Thomas goes down with an injury maybe or something where you need, we got Fabry. No offense to guys like Chris Thorburn or Nolan, but those would be the guys I would fill in if we didn't have Fabry, but you'd rather have Robbie Fabry.
It's so funny, this podcast feels like it's been forever, and it's not at all. And I'm
How long has it been?
It's an hour and 55
Holy
minutes.
Holy shit.
But it's it feels like it's been kind of 4 hours, and that's not a bad thing either.
No.
It's actually been normally, I love doing the podcast, and I hate it because it flies by. I'm
right.
oh, fuck, I don't want to be done yet.
Yeah.
This one's been going by so slow, and I fucking love it.
Yeah,
just because we're just talking about the Stanley Cup.
I guess. Yeah, dude, I'm just so euphoric right now.
And I knew I wanted this one to be a little longer because of the fucking Stanley Cup.
Yeah, it's the Cup.
Yeah, it's a fucking Cup, baby.
Yeah, I'd sign him. Yeah. I bet he gets a little more money. Maybe 2-3 years. I don't know, 2 years. It's tough.
It's a tough one. Well, I could see him giving him one more year because he'll be unrestricted after the next year. So,
yeah.
I think that would make sense.
I almost want to say, you signed everybody back, but
because if he's restricted, you can still just offer him a tendering
qualifying offer. Yeah. So,
Mitch Renke, restricted free agent. He's a defenseman. Who actually just popped up on the ice when they were celebrating.
Oh, did he?
Him and
him and somebody else.
Zajerabek, wasn't
Something
it?
like that, yeah.
And Huso was there.
Yeah. I guess sign him. I don't know. I don't know much about those guys, so I don't really have a yes or no.
Don't forget, we still have Jordan Kyrou and Clint Costin
and that
McCachran,
but we also have Foley.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Foley.
We have Foley. He was injured this year, so
dude. We might have a fucking dynasty on our hands.
It's coming. But like I said, I don't think Kyrou might not even be... I think he'll be ready next year. It just depends. But Foley has a couple years, so...
Well, I still didn't like the way we handled Kyrou. Because it was he never saw a game again. After the game, he scores a fucking goal. Yeah. It's sometimes a player, that's all they need is one goal, and they're flying. They weren't letting him
try to get into a flow.
Yeah.
Which I think you'll see you'll see more next year.
Yeah. What'd you say on Renke?
I don't have anything. I don't...
Yeah, I mean, he's restricted.
Bottom to where it's
Yeah, I don't know either. Zach Sanford. He's restricted. Only making $800,000. Close, actually, we'll round up, $900,000.
Maybe he makes a little bit more, but...
Oh, I think in his performance in the Stanley Cup Finals, I think he totally gets at least $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, the obviously in the playoffs they did good, but then also you got to think, okay, what can you do during the season though? Mm-hmm. That's worth it. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say no. I'm gonna say no. Maybe he gets a chance to go play somewhere else.
I think we do.
Okay, I'm fair. See that.
Ville Husso, yeah, he's our future.
Yeah.
He's our backup to Bington. As of now, Allen might get traded.
Yeah.
So, Nolan Stevens. Is that Scott Stevens' son?
I don't think so.
I thought it was.
Nolan Stevens? What is he?
I think it is, actually. He's a forward center.
How old is he?
I have no idea. It doesn't say. I just got a list of names. You're asking too many questions.
Sorry. I thought maybe it said it. Jeez Louise, bud. Nolan Stevens. He's 23 years old. From Brentford, Ontario.
He wasn't born in the Devils rink?
No, he wasn't. Oh, big boy. 6'3", 180. Wow. It's not saying if he is...
He's got to remember, a lot of the restricted free agents, the Blues teams normally re-sign them.
Yeah, usually they'll give them like a.
Mm-hmm. They normally, a lot of the times, you see a lot of teams like they have to get an offer for somebody. Otherwise, like it's like until like November, I think, where like they become unrestricted and there's a free agent just floating.
Yeah, I imagine you sign a lot of these minor league guys to 1-2 year deals. And
God, Perron, man, Perron's Sellies.
That play was sick.
Yeah,
the way he came out of the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, no one sees it. I'm going to say majority of the restricted free agents I think will resign.
Yeah, like the minor league guys, I would assume so.
Yeah. Ivan Barbashev, fuck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He's getting paid,
100% you resign him.
He's getting paid.
That fucking animal. He's like a little bit of a Sabotka, but better.
I was
like
going to say
tenacity.
He's way better. Because he doesn't give up.
No.
Like, I think Barbashev, because if you go, we've talked about this on a few podcasts ago. You look back on the other seasons where he was playing, Barbashev always had that little spark, but we never put him with like Tarasenko or somebody like that.
He was stuck with like, no offense to Steve Otter and Upashaw, but
he was stuck with like Yashkin.
And Payarvi.
Yeah, it's they're not going to. We've said this countless of times. They're not going to perform with those players on that fourth line. Now we have a fourth line that could just be somebody's second line.
Yep.
They were basically our second line, like
yeah, they were
during the 11-game winning streak.
Right, all the players kept saying like, we don't have fourth line. We don't. We have lines,
and that's what killed other teams in this postseason. We were actually a team that had 4 complete like first 2 lines.
That's what we've been saying for years. Of just like you need that fourth. You need 12 guys. You don't need a fourth line. You need 12 guys that can fucking go. Who else we got?
Why are the? That's weird.
Oh yeah.
Pat Maroon's not on this list.
Do you re-sign him?
Pat Maroon? Fuck yeah. He gets paid, too. He got fucked over last year.
Yeah.
You got to pay him.
I could see him getting probably 3 years.
I said 3.
And he might even retire after it.
Mm-hmm. Fuck it. I think he wants to be home.
I think so, too.
He's a son. He talks about nothing but just wanting to be with his family.
He's set for life.
Yeah.
Maybe money wise, you could say if he gets nice contracts, be smart with your money and stuff. But
just join the alumni program with the Blues,
which he will, and then also open a restaurant. Call it Game 7.
Patty cakes.
Game 7.
Patty cakes.
That'd be good. Because I was thinking David Freese should open one that says Game 6 because he was the Game 6 guy. Pat Maroon has a Game 7. Put them downtown. You put one in Oakville. Where are you going tonight? Game 7, Pat Maroon's restaurant.
We're going to Holly's.
And it's just fucking highlights of his Game 7 overtime goals.
Who's playing at Holly's tonight? Oh, you know, Oates and Hall. It's a cover band.
No, it's a cover band.
It's a cover band, next up. So, yeah, we both say yes on Maroon. Next up, Chris Thorburn. I'm going to say no, but I actually could see him retiring, honestly.
So could I.
But Thorburn, man, I have to give props to Doug Armstrong on this move. I was
going to bring this up, too.
Calling him up so he can get his insurance package because his kid has autism. Yeah. And he's like, you're not going to play, but we'll call you up so that way you're set. Mm-hmm. You know, it covers him. I think that's a fucking...
It's awesome.
That's a kick-ass fucking move, man. Yeah. And, not to mention, they didn't need to take him on the... they actually sent him back down right before the postseason started. Yeah. Because they're like, okay, you got your package. We're going to... Right. Have you go play out the rest of the season with who was our
San Antonio?
San Antonio, yeah. And they surprised him and called him back up just to be like, all right, you're on the postseason roster. Just in case we get it, you get your name on the cup. It's like It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, that's so cool. I heard that today. The autism situation. What Armstrong.
Do you remember that article he posted, like for the Players Tribune?
Yeah. It was That's just cool. Because I'm sure people are like, why are we calling up Thorburn?
It's a pretty severe case of autism, I think.
Is it?
I think.
Yeah. It's just all, things like that happen. I'm sure it happens in a lot of sports too, and it's a thing where the game is bigger than you.
Yep.
Or the things are bigger than the game, and you just do the right things for a guy like that. I could see him retiring.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. You know. Apparently he loves it in St. Louis too.
Yeah. Great.
Seth Rollins is finally a Stanley Cup champion.
Seth Rollins is having a hell of a year.
Yeah, he is. Banging Becky.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Nikita Shashenkov. He's a restricted free agent, too. I'm going to say no on him.
Oh, I was thinking Soshnikov, the guy that we did have, but now he's going to play over.
It's
him. Oh, he's not coming back.
Oh, he's not?
He's signed over in
Russia?
He's going to go over play there for a couple of years.
All right.
Yeah.
Connor Bilecki. I would say, because he was pretty...
His name sounds familiar,
He has a lot of potential, I feel like.
Good down there,
Sammy Blake, you're fucking right.
Fuck yeah, you signed that fucking wrecking ball.
Yep.
Sammy Boulder,
baby.
love that kid. I feel like when he's skating, he's smiling.
Right.
Is that just me? Like, I feel like when he's out there flying around, he's just got like a smile on his face. Like, oh, this is fun.
Well, he figured out how to jump over the boards when we won this time. Dude, him falling over the boards in Game 7 is the best.
That's great.
But that's just like that victory, like that celebration when he falls over. It's almost like it's so perfect for the Blues this year.
Yeah.
Just from going from last place, it's like it's like a Bad News Bears like comedy. It's like fucking you go from last to the best.
Yep.
Like it's just great. Love it. Tyler Wolderspoon. He's a pretty tall defenseman. But he's unrestricted at $700,000.
I won't sign him.
I don't think. Yeah, I think there was his kind of like make it or break it year, and I don't think they were that impressed by him. Oscar Sundqvist.
Yeah. Yep.
Getting paid.
Yep.
He's only making $700,000 right now.
Hopefully, you don't fix your teeth with the money you're getting.
No, keep those teeth.
Yeah.
Dude, did I send you the picture, the meme of it's a sunny day, or look at that sunrise and over the sun, it's Sundqvist's face is smiling like with his fucking teeth.
What a goon! Yeah, you signed that guy. What a fucking performance from him.
Mm-hmm. Chris Butler.
Is he restricted?
No, I don't think so. Hold on,
he might retire.
I didn't realize we have fucking...
I think he realized I don't think he's going to get many more shots coming up. And
I didn't realize we have O'Reilly for like 5 more years.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah, buddy.
I don't think we sign him. There's no...
Yeah, I don't think
there's no way of him like getting up to our main roster and winning getting the name on the cup kind of thing, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I want it.
Goaltender Jerry Carew. Can you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Carew?
I don't know. I don't know much about our goaltending besides down to Husso.
I think you could re-sign him. Actually, he's unrestricted, so I think it depends on what we do in the draft. Maybe. Jordan Nolan.
That's a weird one. Yeah, probably.
I mean, he was
that veteran guy down there.
He was a $500,000. Basically,
he's already won 2 cups with LA, so
it's third now.
3, yeah. So
I keep him.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
And finally, last but certainly, goddamn not least. Do I look nervous? There's your answer.
You pay that man. You build
Jordan
him a statue,
Whittington.
You buy him a house.
The only thing that scares me is every time you hear about a big fucking contract going to a goalie, they fucking just tank.
It's dangerous.
I say give him 3 years.
They talked about it on Chicklets not too long ago, how they think the teams are going to start getting away from... They're going to give them maybe the big payday, but less years. You know? Like, hey, you're worth this much, but year-wise, we don't, like 3 years would be good, but pay him a lot of money.
Yep.
Pay him a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Which people are going to be like, oh, he's making this much a year, and maybe if he sucks, but he deserves to get paid.
3 or 4 years, that's 3 or 4
all years, yeah.
I can't. In today's NHL, I feel like the long-term contracts the goalies are going to start because you don't want to be stuck with like a Luongo situation.
I mean, look at Luongo, or you look at even like guys like Quick, Carey Price is getting his ass chewed out, and it's like, yo, those guys were fucking sick. I get it. It's like, yo, maybe we signed him too long, but how do you predict that with a goalie?
Right.
And pay and salary, it's like it wouldn't be fair to the goalies to be like, well, we can't pay you this much because in 5 years you might end up like. Price or something like that. So I'm okay. I think the norm is going to be like a 3-4 year contract for these goalies that get paid, and damn right he does. He deserves it. I don't care.
Oh yeah, he's getting paid for sure.
He can get lit up his first game 10-0.
It wouldn't matter. Care. He'll bounce back. Craig Berube, you announced that he's the head coach at the parade.
Nah, keep the tag on him.
Keep the tag on him?
Keep the tag on him. That'd be a power move. I'm keeping the tag.
Do you think Ott stays with him?
Oh, yeah.
They're like buddies,
that was
man.
Huge. Those two together are huge.
I remember there was a game in Nashville last year before... Because Berube wasn't the assistant coach, I don't think, last year. like on behind the bench.
I don't think he was either. I think he was down in San Antonio.
Yeah, and he became the assistant behind the bench coach this year.
Yeah.
But there was a game in Nashville that the Blues had against Predators, obviously, and it was just Ott and Berube just getting shit faced like at a bar together. It's like, look at those guys. They're just hanging out. Man. Love it.
Yeah. I'd keep them together.
Yeah, I keep them together too. I think they were hanging out with Federico and Hall.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's, I think Steve Ott wants to too, because I think he wants to, I could see him trying to build himself to be like a Berube. Mm-hmm. And I mean, why not? You watch Steve Ott on the bench, and you can just tell how focused he is.
Dude, he looked like a fucking player holding the cup again. And in that group picture, he's like, yeah!
Did he win a cup with Detroit?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think that's his first Stanley Cup. No, because he was only with Detroit for this last season. He was with Buffalo and Dallas.
Right. For some reason, I thought he was with Detroit earlier. Yeah, I mean, I'd keep him. I love those two together.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking Christ. Love how the whole game played while we were recording this.
Oh, you know what? Just seeing Parayko, it'd be wrong not to mention that awesome moment he had with Layla.
Yeah, no doubt.
I posted something on Facebook about it, just like saying how unselfish he is. And there's more things I wanted to say, but I didn't know how. And it's like, he really is unselfish because yeah, he got the cup, but if you watch him, he skates up to Layla and he's down. He gives her this big hug, and like his first thing is just like, hold the cup up, like thinking of like about her, and he was the whole time. Just all of those guys. It's just to be that unselfish. Like, you work that hard your whole life to win a cup, and to just be unselfish for 5 minutes to take that little girl who's been through things nobody should go through, and his first thing, yeah, hold the cup up, kiss it. He was telling me, he's like, kiss it, fuck yeah. He's like, yeah, we did. We didn't say fuck yeah too, but he's like, yeah. He's like, we did it. We did it. It was just, God, just a fucking story.
I wonder what Chara said to Binnington, because they talked for a while.
Yeah.
And did you notice Cassidy's fucking bitch ass?
With Berube?
He doesn't even look him in the eyes. He just shakes his hand and just looks forward and just shakes his hand. I'm like, fuck you, Cassidy.
Man.
Dude,
fuck
he is a
be
fucking
a baby.
pussy, man.
Be a baby.
Him and Chris Rodney are probably
Boston
friends.
Pussy. Yeah. But yeah, I did see Chara talking to Binnington for a while. Probably, it was probably pretty cool for him. I'm sure they shared some cool words. And shout out to Dano Chara, man. I'm glad
He's a warrior,
he
man.
lost, but maybe he retires this year.
Yeah, but he's a fucking pussy with that fishbowl. You didn't see Vince own the fucking fishbowl?
Yeah, but I mean,
still
what
came
a
back in 2
career!
days.
What a career from that guy, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that he's breaking down, and Boston fans are so ignorant to just turn on him.
Dude, I know. And they're ignorant about Tuukka Rask, too.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, dude,
Shout out
Tuukka
Tuukka Rask.
is like one of the best goalies in the NHL. How, like, maybe they would win a Stanley Cup if the team was better.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure people could be like, Rask needed to be better this game. And
Dude.
it's one of those things where it's like, this guy carried you to this cup, and the game where it finally, where time beats him and we take over, you don't want to see it in the game 7.
Right. And honestly, all 4 goals of ours were good goals. They weren't weak goals, man.
The tip in, the
Petrangelo, their defense is just standing still.
At?
And then you had their next 2 were just basically one-timers.
Tarasenko goal.
Dude, no goalie in the fucking world stopping that Shen goal.
No, not at all.
Like, that's perfectly placed.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, the Boston fans fucking ripping on him, and like I said on Chicklets, and shout out RA. I know, like he loves Boston, but he's been really good to our team.
Oh yeah,
he's been good to every team. I love
RA's
I love his
fucking
takes.
awesome,
he's the man.
man.
He's like, oh yeah, they deserved it. We didn't. Congratulations to those guys. I was down there on the ice with Bortz and all those guys, and they were coming up to me actually. So, but he was even like these fans that are just ripping on Rask. Like, come on.
The one thing I did think was cool with the Boston fans though is that they booed the shit out of Bettman.
Yeah.
But then cheered, gave us a nice little standing ovation when Petrangelo got the cup. Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Apparently they never did the firework thing until this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was the first time?
Yeah.
Sick.
It's sick.
Sick.
It's perfect for this year, too.
Oh,
it's perfect.
God.
Just a storybook ending. Oh, my God. Your St. Louis Blues are your Stanley Cup champions. And final thing before we get to the 1-2-3 finish. Do you have a prediction on what the Blues will do next year? An early fucking random prediction.
Whew.
Do they repeat?
Probably start out slow and around January 4th will turn her on. No,
Then they find a new song called "She Drives Me Crazy."
Yeah.
She drives me crazy.
Dude, I don't know. I was thinking about this actually last night because I was thinking about next season and predictions. I don't know if I can predict anymore. I really don't, dude. I mean,
hey,
being a part of this and realizing what happened,
did I win my bracket?
What bracket?
My Stanley Cup bracket. I just won $200.
Oh yeah, you probably did. But I don't know what I can predict anymore because what we just went through is something you can't predict.
Pay me my money, baby! Fucking right. Fucking right.
Are you in a group with certain people?
Yeah, it was
okay.
$20 a bracket. And look at that. I got every single one wrong.
Ha!
Well, wait, actually. Yeah, I got all of them wrong, except for 2 teams. And that would be the Boston Bruins and the fucking Stanley Cup champions, the St. Louis Blues, baby.
This is the first year I did not pick the Blues for the NHL bracket to go all the way, so I guess that was it. Guess that was the curse. All right, I'll give my honest prediction, though. Well, I'm going to go with we'll be second in our division. I think we'll take second. And, yeah.
I'm going to be ballsy.
Second.
We repeat.
Going repeat? You're calling the repeat? Mm-hmm. You want to call it now, so if it happens, you fucking...
Goddamn right.
Okay, well, I say we win next year.
I'm not going to be like Randy Carrick and be like, this is the worst season ever. I'm sorry, I will never let him live that down. I would be like, in November, you said this is the worst season we ever had, and look what happened. We were fucking Stanley Cup champions now. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
That, to me, motherfucker, this is what I'm ending on. Before we get into the 1, 2, 3 finish, motherfucker, this is proof that you don't know shit about the game of hockey and you're just a stat guy. Yep. Stick to the stats. Yep. Shut the fuck up. Talk about baseball. If anybody takes opinions from you about hockey, you're a fucking idiot.
Yep. Take your stats and shove them, because this finally hopefully teaches a bunch of lessons to people that want to come at us with stats and this. Look at what he's done in the last 15 games. That shit don't matter. That's not how you win a Stanley Cup.
It's just so fucking funny to me. It's like, oh, this is the worst season ever. It's like, do you guys not remember the fucking Los Angeles Kings in 2012?
Remember the Pittsburgh Penguins in fucking 16?
Twice. Pittsburgh fired their head coach twice and won 2 Stanley Cups.
Yeah. That's what we said on the pod. I know I said at one point, I admitted it, that I said, I don't know. I said, I really don't know the way it was going. But, I was like, but they do this. Yeah, turn around. But I did. I had really bad doubts, but I didn't ever say we're fucking done. But, yeah, because we both were like, look at Pittsburgh. Terrible first half. Sidney Crosby turns it on. They fucking go to the cup. So, fuck off, Randall.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. It just really rubs me the wrong way that in November you're going to say this is the worst season ever when you have more than half the season left. Yeah. Oh, it's like, oh, wait, is he doing it with the Cardinals right now? Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He wrote it 2 weeks into the fucking Cardinals season. Cardinals are in really big trouble, and they need to really fucking be careful. Oh, really? With over 150 games left, they need to be careful? Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
And then 2 weeks later, we're in first place. He's like, this might be the best season ever for the Cardinals. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
You can't play both sides.
Yeah. Dude, it's so... I just wish that people in St. Louis... I mean, it took fans for the Blues to realize that it's not just the goalie after, 10 years. Finally, they're like, okay, our defense wasn't that great. And then we step up. Maybe it takes us, 5 years to realize that they suck at what they're talking about. That they don't know what they're talking about.
No, that's what I said. We get to that point of the year and everybody thinks that making one trade's going to make the difference, or this or that, or because this guy, Tarasenko, isn't putting up 55 goals. And yes, that matters, but at the same time, it don't. When you get to the playoffs, it don't come down to one guy. It comes down... Look at each round. We had different guys step up. Mm-hmm. That's why I tell a lot of stats. I'm like, fuck off. Or when they want to make trades, I'm like, but why?
Right.
Because you just can't...
Big fuck you to all the people who trade Tarasenko.
Yeah.
Trade Tarasenko.
Big fuck you.
Yeah, trade Tarasenko. You mean the guy who's, third now in the regular season with goals since 2014, and now the guy who's second in the postseason with goals, one goal behind Alexander Ovechkin. Think about how far we've gotten in the playoffs in the last few years. Not that far. This is the first time we've gotten pretty far. Yeah. And before the postseason started, he was still sitting in fourth place with goals.
Yeah.
He had like 20-something goals.
And think how much better players Ovechkin had to play with than Tarasenko.
Right. But Tarasenko doesn't perform in the postseason.
Oh, doesn't perform. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't perform.
That's why I said this playoffs should teach a lot of people that...
That's just my Lorne Michaels impression. That's just...
Oh, fuck. I heard a funny Lorne Michaels story the other day.
Dude, I love listening to Lorne talk.
But anyway, like, this should just teach everybody. You can't come down to one guy. Tarasenko can't do it by himself. Bennington can't do it by himself. It's a team. They rip on guys and fucking we're stupid fans that Tarasenko's never going to win us a cup. He doesn't have to by himself.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to. You win it as a fucking team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did perform, but guess what? You needed guys to pick up. The O'Reillys, the Schwartz, the fucking Maroons, all of them. It's just fucking figure it out, fans.
Yep.
Back off this team. Back off fucking Pietrangelo. I'll back off. And Tarasenko and these guys, man, and have faith in just the team. And
do you remember fucking like in the I don't know if you remember this, but in the San Jose series, like, where's O'Reilly been? I'm like, he's on a fucking point streak, you idiot.
Yeah. He's on a point streak, dumb fuck.
He's literally riding like an 8-game point streak. What do you mean he's not doing anything?
Yeah.
And now he's the Conn Smythe winner.
Or realize that points don't mean everything on how a guy's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Schwartz, like, yeah, he sucked. Well, he didn't put any like goals up, but he was actually like doing a lot of things right, people. So idiots.
Well, Boston saw how good Schwartz was playing in every series, and I think Schwartz kind of got double marked in the series. And then there you see Tarasenko got open.
Yep.
Like Shen was getting open. Yep. Like, yeah. Anyway, it's him with that 1-2-3.
A hat trick? Oh my god.
Do you want me to start?
I guess I don't.
Number 1, Stanley Cup champions. That's all. I mean, you know what? Fuck the 1-2-3 finish. Today, on this episode, it's just one. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup.
Stanley
Cup champions. Just shout out Layla. Shout out Charles Glenn.
Yep.
Finishing his career as a Stanley. You know he's getting a fucking ring.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Plager finally gets to touch the Stanley Cup.
Yep. He'll get a ring.
Mm-hmm. Brett Hall finally gets a fucking cup with St. Louis. Like,
yep. All these guys.
McInnes.
Yeah. All the alumni that fucking played. Fucking Layla, Arya, all those inspirations that we had the last few years, just everything, man.
For all the people that have waited 52 years, for all the people that have passed on that never got to see this, like,
right, and for the future of this city and the sports town that people try to say we're just a baseball town, and no,
not anymore.
Not anymore. And for youth hockey, this is just,
dude,
I'm so happy.
We said this on the podcast 10 months, like not 10 months ago. Maybe it was like 10 months ago, actually. Maybe it was like last year. I said in about 5 to 10 years, I think St. Louis is going to become more of a hockey town than a baseball town. Yeah. And I think this is the start.
I think it is. And I really hope the Cardinals get back on track and we're just a fucking kind of like a little bit of the 2000s where you had the Blues in the playoffs, the Cardinals in the I hope it gets to that and we're just booming. I hope the XFL fucking wins next year.
No doubt. Maybe an MLS gets a
MLS
trophy
gets
in the
here.
first year.
This is huge, man. It's just like I said, there's so much more meaning behind this that we can even express.
I forgot about the XFL. This win is huge even for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's get fired up about something else.
And shout out to Ryan O'Reilly too for saying fuck on the air.
And then apologize.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So
sorry.
I'm so amped up right now.
I'm just the coolest guy in the world.
That guy is just awesome.
I'm just the coolest guy in the world.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. No hat trick. It's we'll call this the final buzzer, the final horn.
NHL Network on NHL radio are complaining about how the Blues passed the cup around.
Like it was too quick, or because it went like...
Because they weren't like really like basking in the moment.
Oh. Well,
What?
Who the hell's complaining about that?
NHL radio are like, they're hard to listen to. Like, They're really hard to listen
to. Are the NHL radio guys, the guys that are on the NHL network, like Kyprios in them?
Maybe. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think it's different on the satellite.
Oh, okay. I don't listen to the NHL. It might be the same thing. What are they complaining about? I mean, those guys wanted to give moments to everybody. You know,
right.
They're gonna have this. They're all gonna have their time with it.
There was no arrests last night in St. Louis. By the way.
Wow.
Think everybody was happy?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's call that the final horn. The final, buzzer of the season. Blues are Stanley Cup champs.
Stanley
Out
Cup
of the
champions.
off season. I just want to be like in a pool right now with
I know.
like the inflatable cup just floating around.
Bring us the real one. Oh man. All right. Well, anyway, you can follow us on fucking Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope at Offended Pod. Oh my god, we can do Periscope again.
Huh.
Holy shit.
Huh. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
No doubt. That spoke too soon.
I know.
Follow us at Offended Pod. Make sure to go follow PWP Nation at PWP Nation on all social media platforms as well. Make sure to go buy our t-shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com and search Offended. Make sure to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, just by searching Offended. Subscribe, follow, give us that 5-star review. 5-star, Daddy Meltzer, 5 stars. And also shout out Johnny Gargano. Adam Cole was fucking incredible, and that was like a 5.5-star match apparently. I got rated that. Johnny 5-star. Match was fucking awesome.
I have to watch it.
Make sure to go follow our Spotify playlist at Offended Presents Songs of the Week. And I think that's about it. Go watch Chasing Molly. Go to Hotbox Hockey. It's Puff
Puck Pass.
PuffPuckPass.com. It's a tongue twister. Hotbox Hockey. Kyle Forche, ABC Podcasts. Shout out to all our sponsors. This is just the best day ever. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Trick1042. You can follow Stoutsy at
JimmyJames9417 on Instagram and Twitter, and James V Stout on Snapchat.
Welcome back to the pod. Welcome back to the cockpit, motherfucker.
We did it.
Now we just gotta get Corey's dumbass.
I know.
Dad bod, loser.
Fat bod.
Dad bod. All right. St. Louis Blues. Your Stanley Cup champions. For Stoutsy, I'm Tricky. It's been Offended, presented by PWP Nation. Again, the St. Louis Blues are your Stanley Cup champions, baby.
Let's do it again next year.
Let's do it again next year. We'll see you next week.
Play Gloria!
Play Gloria, baby!